last week's episode when we were reviewing the sixth episode of Cobra Kai, when Johnny conveniently had a Walkman in his apartment with the Boston tape still attached to it because he never changed the cassette since he was 12. That, you know, my favorite band's Boston. Yeah, you never changed it. We asked the question, what do you still have from your childhood just laying around, just like Johnny did? I said I still had my comic books, some cassettes as well, some of my wrestling toys. I know my mom sent me the Marvel and DC figures because I was the one that loved those at the time. I wish I still had the wrestling buddies, which were body pillows of wrestlers that you could wrestle with. I unfortunately broke my elbow doing that one time. Great job. Yeah. What about you? What did you have at the time? Like you must have, besides the garbage pail kid, you must have had more than that.
Actually, it's something that was brought up that I remembered was brought up today is VHS tapes.
Of course, we all have VHS tapes. I still have a
Yeah,
VCR. Yeah.
I do not have a VCR anymore. I had like 4 of them, got rid of them. But yeah, my mom had hundreds of VHS tapes, and then when she was gone, I inherited them all. So yeah. I still have a few of them. I don't have them all, but I do still have a few of those.
If this was the 90s, you would be considered rich for having 4 VCRs, ma'am.
Oh, I know, right? I
Like
should be stuck in the 90s like Johnny was stuck in the 80s. Huh?
pretty much VCRs, like 4 VCRs. What are you doing with
I
them?
did 4 VCRs. Crazy.
Like I had two just in case I wanted to record one tape on another. Like not that we did the whole pirating thing back then. I'm just saying,
No,
like somebody
not at all.
wanted a copy of a movie from Blockbuster. Like I'll put it on this VCR and record it on the next one with a blank tape. That's what my neighbors did, not me. I would never. No.
Oh, but that's exactly what my mom did. That's how she had hundreds and hundreds of them, and she even made these really cool labels. I gotta find pictures. She made these
Oh,
really. She was an artist, so she even made the labels for the movie on, and she had cases. She had cases, and she made the labels and everything. Like it was she. Yeah.
she had label maker.
No. She did it all on her own. She
Oh,
she did it all on her own. Freehand. She did freehand. Yeah. She didn't have a label maker.
that's nice.
She was an artist. Yeah. I'll have to show you some of her artwork sometime.
Yeah, yeah.
I do have that stuff.
Okay. And then we also asked if you would forgive your bully or still have a grudge against them. I would want to look up my bully and whatever they're doing. I want them to know that I'm doing better than they are. Of course,
Yeah.
check on them first and see if they're doing any better than me, or if not, and just send them the link to the podcast and just like, this is what I'm doing now. What about you? You know, they're still, you know, making sure if they're still stuck like Johnny living in the past or not. I'm petty. We all get little petty sometimes around here, right?
Yeah, we recently did a whole episode on Petty with Cobra Kai.
Oh shit! We should have asked the question. It was like, what was the last petty thing you ever done? I'm sure we would get lots of answers.
Let's how about that can be the question at the end of this one for the next time.
What is the most pettiest thing you ever done?
Oh, I can't wait to hear these answers. That's going to be awesome. We'll get a
Oh
lot of those. We'll get a
God.
lot of those answers.
Oh man. Well, that was the question of the week for this past week. Maybe you were expecting answers on the emails, but instead we decided to post some audio content on the socials. Twitter, YouTube, TikTok. I love the whole yogurt bomb you did. A neat mess of an explosive yogurt. Now we need a yogurt with a fuse as the picture logo, and we can put it on t-shirts. It's the M3P podcast, everyone. We like to throw yogurt bombs.
Neat mess of yogurt.
A neat mess of yogurt all over your face. That's lovely. And I'm like looking at it, it's like, what is that? And then I'm like trying to like look closely, and then it explodes. I'm just like, oh my god! Like, what the hell is that? It's yogurt being exploded with freaking fuse, and I'm just like a firecracker. We need a firecracker on a cup of yogurt, and just that's our logo right there.
That's like we should do that as like a live thing sometime later on. Yeah.
Yeah, yogurt bombs.
Yeah.
Um, we had a few answers, I guess. Our friend Angela says she had cassette tapes, mixtapes, and pictures. Some burned CDs when that was a thing back in the 2000s, and she still has VHS tapes. Um, I still have a working VCR that could play VHS tapes, and I have a few of those tapes at home, videos with my friends back 20 years ago. Um, gotta check what's on them at times because like these friends were like just sus about it. Like whenever they let you borrow a tape, me living with my mom, two sisters, and a brother, you just don't know what's on these tapes at the start of them. So you know, you're basically Russian roulette over here. Either you wait until everybody's gone, or you press play and hope that porn doesn't show up. Yes, that was that. And then like that little half second of porn, and then like the scribbly lines, and then oh hey, it's
Why
wrestling.
do I picture that perfectly?
Because they were assholes. I mean, I love them, but they were assholes. Hey, here's a tape. It's like, all right, cool. Press fucking play. And I'm like, one time where I pressed play, and my brother was like, "What the hell?" And I'm just like, "Woo, cover your eyes."
I was just gonna say, was your mom and standing there when this happened? That'd
No,
probably
but
be
I
embarrassing.
I left it in the VCR once, and like I came home one day, and she was like looking at me like, "We need to talk." I'm like, "No!" And I'm looking at her. I'm looking at the fucking TV, and I'm looking at the VCR, and it's like on, and I'm just like, "Oh, what'd you find out? What'd you find? What'd you see?"
I didn't do anything. It wasn't me. That's when you blame your brother.
He was
That's what
younger.
brothers are for. You're supposed to blame your brother.
It was the 9-year-old. Like, like, how dare
Okay,
you, kid?
I, I didn't know the age. Sorry.
It was the 9-year-old. He did it. Like, what, dude?
He didn't know any better.
I
So
just,
yeah,
I just,
just blame
he's
him.
all, he's all like, I just found out about tits. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh man, but we didn't know. We were just like Russian roulette, like put the tape in there, press play or anything. Um, like I certainly would have wanted to like tape over it one day, but they told me not to. It's just a prank. It's like, all right, so we're distributing this tape around, right? They're like, yeah, yeah. I was like, all right, send it to somebody else. It's like, all right, friend John, here. Like, all right. So he presses play in fucking front of his mom, and he starts yelling at me. It's like, I didn't fucking know. My bad. I didn't know. The worst one is when they're like, hey, I taped over the pay per view from last night. Here. It's like, all right, I'm taking it to school with me.
Oh my god.
Got suspended, but it's all
Oh
right.
no.
Detention, all that shit. Like, how dare? It's like I didn't know. Whatever. Um. So yeah, you and your working VCRs, four of them. Yeah.
No, not anymore. I don't have them
Oh,
anymore.
you don't have them? I was like, I saw you had them. Okay.
Oh no, I had four at one time.
That's
I would say probably about 10 years, mm, 10 years ago ish, 5, 10 years ago. Yeah, probably about 5, 10 years ago. So I mean, not that long ago.
Do they still sell VCRs, or just or is
I,
it like
I don't know. I've seen them at rummage sales.
a flash panel of the past, no longer available? It's like I want to see if I can still have my like if I can bring up my VCR with the um flat screen that's here and just like see if it works. Like let's see what happens.
I thought I
Um,
was the last person on earth that actually had VCRs. Like Everyone
Oh,
had, what is it? What is that called? Not DVD players. What came
oh,
after DVD? A blue.
Blu-ray,
That's
Blu-ray,
it. Yeah. Like
Blu-ray.
I
Yeah,
literally just got a Blu-ray for a present. So I was like, oh yeah, yeah, I should just have my VCR.
Blu-ray still around?
See,
Wait,
I
what?
just got, I just got one last year for Christmas. I haven't even opened it yet. It's still in the box.
You still have a Blu-ray in the streaming era?
I just said I haven't opened it because
Oh,
there's no point. But I don't want
we're
to
in the
hurt my son's feelings because he's the
right.
one that got it for me. But I haven't opened it yet. It's in the box.
So retro.
It
Look, look,
is.
Ma, I bought you a VHS,
It's
VCR
not.
slash DVD player,
It
all
is.
two in one.
No, actually, it is a 2-in-1. It's a DVD/Blu-ray.
Oh, it's the same thing.
It's not the same thing as a VHS. What are
Oh,
you
it
talking
plays
about?
old DVDs from 1990.
Hey, I like the 90s, so
Okay, fine. Um, so let's move on with the messages that we were sent. That we just saw, right, actually. Micro, who you heard from last week, who sent you the message that you're awesome. Um,
she's awesome. I love her.
yeah, I heard she's pretty awesome too.
She is. She's awesome. We need more emails from her.
Oh, yes, we do. She messages back with that she had a stuffed sad bear. Care to elaborate on that? Since you know.
I asked if we get to see this sad bear, and she said she would bring it to work tomorrow, so we will get to see it.
Okay.
That's all I know.
Um,
It's a sad bear. That's all.
it's a
That's
sad
all I
bear.
got.
All right.
Sad
All
bear.
right. So I read some of the messages, some of the comments, of course. I can't let this one go because she said it on your video. Still a Rebel says, that's an awesome podcast. Well, thank you, ma'am. Really appreciate your
Thanks,
words.
Rebel. That's awesome.
You already said it. I'm already smiling from ear to ear. And I'm already saying it on this podcast. You said it. Still a Rebel says it's an awesome podcast. Mark her words. Hopefully, we get her as a listener.
That would be
Hey,
that would be great.
shout out to Still a Rebel. Leanna says she has Garbage Pail Kids stuff. Also, Mrs. G420 Goddess says, I used to make mixtapes. I had got Garbage Pail Kids. Oh my God, so blast from the past. Okay, so everybody but me had Garbage Pail Kids, basically, right? It's like I was like
No,
window shopping at convenience stores. Like I wouldn't get any. All my friends had them,
you
stickers
mentioned
and
that
stuff. I know,
last
I
time.
did.
Why didn't you? Was it just because
Poor kid.
poor kid? Okay, okay. Well, I was a poor kid. I was just lucky that I would beg my dad for this weird stuff that I liked. So I get the
I
poor kid thing.
I guess I was lucky enough to have watched the movie. I don't understand why,
Speaking of the
but
movie, I watched the trailer today.
oh God, it's still so dark in there, so blackish that I was like, why wasn't there any like brightness to this movie? Like,
It
oh
was very
yeah,
dark,
okay,
very
yeah.
dark. And Mackenzie Aston, I totally forgot that he was on there.
Who? I gotta watch this movie again because I don't remember who was in it. Like,
That's all I know, Mackenzie Aston. I was
like
like, really? Which is
how would
Sean
you
Aston's brother. You know
right?
that.
How would you
Okay.
describe these Garbage Pail Kids? Like, they were gross, they were
They're
grotesque. I
gross,
remember that, but it's like, how would you describe them? Good
creepy,
lord, creepy. Yeah,
creepy, scary. I don't know what was wrong with me and why I collected them.
I
But
don't
I
know what was
wasn't the
wrong with
only one.
me. Like,
Apparently, like there are a lot of people that, which we'll get to because you're reading those. But yeah,
yeah, going from elementary school home and then going into this convenience store and window shopping because I couldn't like I just saw the packages like, oh shit, and then there was this whole everybody at school with their trapper keepers
oh my god, I have a trapper keeper.
stickers on the saying of the freaking bald person or puke coming out or head exploding or zombie style. And I'm just like, I see these things everywhere. How come what? What is this? What is all this? I can't, what is going on over here? What is happening? And it's like I want one. How can I get some? They're 25 cents. I couldn't even get it 25 cents. Like when I had 25 cents, like, all right, I want something else. Like I'm not gonna spend my time with it. And needless to say, like years later, oh shit, they're still good. They're still stuff, garbage pail kids going around. Like I didn't even realize that. That's great.
Well, I could tell you my mom was not happy and did not want me to have them.
Oh my.
No.
Why not? I wonder why.
Yeah, because they were, yeah,
Yeah, they were. Yeah, they were. Yeah.
yeah, they were bad.
I gotta look into them again, see how bad they are again, because it's been a while.
It has
Um,
been a while.
and the biggest fan of them all, like the one that has a few stuff which I just saw, Aaron Mosher writes Moosher. I just love calling her Moosh. She's
Wish
Moose, but she's Mush to me. Aaron writes in making mixtape was so important. You had to pause the recording just in time before the DJ came back on for the commercials. Love doing that.
she knows.
She knows. She also said she hates when she runs into the girl that was mean to her. She always acts like they were good friends. Oh, hate that too. Like, what are you trying to do? Uh-uh.
I'm
Any
sure
advice
she's
for
not the
Aaron?
only one. Yeah,
Any
I was just gonna
advice
say
for Aaron? She's not the only one, right?
she's not the only one. I'm sure. No, I have no. Are you asking if I have advice for her
Yeah.
on her?
Just,
Um, yeah, no, I don't have any advice.
all right, Aaron. Here's what you do. Do what Michael B. Jordan did to the girl that made fun of him back in school. Apparently, there's a video of this girl from the Morning Hustle show interviewing B. Jordan on the red carpet for the Creed 3 premiere. On her podcast months ago, they called him corny, and the girl even said that they went to the same high school in New York, and they made fun of him for having the Michael Jordan name as well as bringing headshots to school. But when confronted on the red carpet, B. Jordan called her out on it and made the whole interview awkward and uncomfortable as he walked away. So, yeah, just do it. Like, call her out. Like, hey, like you used to be bullying me in high school. Look at me now. What's up now? Like, like you ain't nothing. You're nothing. But he did have this to say to anyone that was bullied at the LA premiere. Just stay focused, just stay locked in, just follow your heart, Try to block out the noise and distractions as much as possible and run your race. Don't compare yourself to anybody else, just keep going. Aaron also posted a video for showing off one of the cassette tapes and an orange bottle with the Garbage Pail Kids logo that she got a long time ago. And I'm jealous.
Are
Like,
you jealous of that soda?
I'm jealous of that
That pop?
soda.
That pop?
That soda pop, yeah. Fuzzy soda pop. That I was like, I want the bottle. I want the bottle. I don't want to
I
drink
want the
what's inside the
bottle.
bottle right now because, good
No,
lord, it probably tastes just like the Garbage Pail Kids look like.
probably.
And I'm just sitting here like, hey, you know what? When the Avengers came out, the movie, um, there are these Dr. Pepper cans that came out with the
Mhm. I remember
Avengers
those.
and Captain America and Iron Man, and I collected those up until the point where it got so hot in the house one day and they exploded.
Oh
So
no.
yeah, I was gonna keep them, but then it's like, oh, they were. I didn't open the cans or anything. I just like wanted to keep them, and then I like had them like lined up. It's like, hey, look what I got, and then it just ruins everything. I'm like, oh, that's
Oh,
disgusting.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. It's
So
fine.
I'm not the only one that does that either. So you and Aaron have done it, and I have also done it with Coca-Cola, the glass Coca-Cola bottle with Santa Claus on it. Do you remember that? Classic Santa Claus Coca-Cola bottle?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have one of those
Well, that's fun.
because I thought it was cool.
That's fun. That's pretty fun. Uh, but Garbage Pail Kids. I need to find the stuff, and hopefully, I don't know. Is there any pop vinyl that are Garbage Pail Kids these days? It's like I'm gonna have to look them up because I would like to. I mean, I collect the pop vinyl freaking mini guys, and you've seen them. Like my favorite one is Eminem from 8 Mile, B Rabbit, which I hope have. I always have them near me. But if there's any Garbage Pail Kids, I would love to have them. Like I would love to buy some of them at least.
That would be cool. That would be a very cool collectible to have, to own.
Welcome back again to my third place pod here on the newly formed My Third Place Network. This is episode 157, and we are back with two or three more awesome breakdowns of our rewatch of season 1 of Cobra Kai, episode 8, episode 9, and episode 10. We are your hosts. I'm Evo.
I'm
This is
Brandy.
Brandy. This is Brandy. How you doing today?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm just wonderful. Are you ready to start the last 3 episodes of season 1?
I'm so ready.
Let's do this. If you heard any of the breakdown episodes in the past, or if you are new here, let us explain to you what we do. We are massive Karate Kid and Cobra Kai fans, so we decided we are going to rewatch the shows on Netflix and break down the episodes scene by scene and tell you what we thought about them. You are more than welcome to follow along and rewatch the show with us, as some of our friends are doing and listening to the podcast as well. However, there will be spoilers, and at times I do tend to add in trivia or ask the questions for you to ponder over, like we did last week, and you heard at the start of the show. It's what we do around here. If you want to go back and listen to past episodes about Cobra Kai and what we thought about them, I suggest you go back and listen to episode 154 and continue on from there. Are you all ready? All right, let's start with Cobra Kai, season 1, episode 8, episode titled Molting, which refers to a snake shedding its old skin to make way for a new growth. It was written by Michael Jonathan Smith, who has written 27 episodes of Cobra Kai and is the creator and writer of the series Twisted Metal on Peacock. Directed by Steve, who you all remember from the last episode. Also directed or co-wrote Hot Tub Time Machine. So we're about to get more inside jokes in this, I guess. The synopsis: Johnny prepares his Cobra Kai students for the next All Valley Karate Tournament, and in turn, he is inspired to clean up his life. Daniel is still unaware of his new pupil's background, but as events unfold, it seems nothing has changed between Daniel and Johnny in 30 years. Cold open in an automobile junkyard, Johnny rallies his students with a speech telling them they're trained hard, gotten stronger, tougher, faster, done their best, and ask if they're ready for this tournament. The students all agree. Johnny says they're wrong. Their best ain't shit. If they want to win the All Valley Under 18 tournament, they have to give him better than their best, which from now on, they are going to get his worst. He puts them through a training from hell montage set to We're Not Gonna Take It by Twisted Sister. Sort of like a rage room, but it's outside, hitting the cars, running on top of tires, turning the junkyard into a Ninja Warrior obstacle course, culminating with Johnny unleashing a pack of hungry German shepherds upon the kids, which one of them bites Hawk. Oh boy, the Cobra Kai logo appears. I love this montage. It's just like rage room style, like, you know, hit everything, hit the windows, hit uh, the glass, everything.
I'm not gonna lie,
Cars.
this is one of my favorite. I'm gonna tell you right now, it's one of my favorite parts, the whole episode. So
Yeah,
yeah.
because it's like it, girl, you know, like it gave you that sense, like, oh, he's letting them like do whatever. And
Hmm.
then he brings out the German Shepherd, then it's like rabid little fucking dogs, and they're just like biting everyone. They're really like, nope, I gotta run.
But he says,
Uh,
don't let them smell fear. Or what is it? Don't let them smell your fear, or they can
right.
smell your fear.
He gives them all what food, and it's not
Uh,
for them; it's for the
like a
dogs.
beef jerky or maybe something. Yeah, it's like beef jerky or bacon or something.
He gave them all dog food, and they're like, okay, let's eat it. Oh shit! The dog is all coming out like, you're eating my food.
And do you know, fun fact, that that scene is the first time we see the Cobra Kai T-shirt. I'm
Do we?
pretty sure. Yes, that Johnny's wearing. I'm pretty sure. I don't think
You know what?
I don't think he. I think that's the first time. Is in this episode he's wearing this T-shirt. I'm pretty sure. Like that was the first thing I noticed.
Oh, that's nice. That's cool. Didn't know
I only know that because I want one of those shirts,
that. All right,
and I know you have one of those shirts
I do.
or
I think I
did.
gotta look. I do. I gotta look for it. Next season, I'm just like, hey, I'm gonna wear this Cobra Kai shirt whenever I'm doing the Cobra Kai episodes.
That's what you should be doing.
Cobra Kai nights. You know, when we head to Riverside,
There you go.
like, yeah. So as soon as like I'm here with the Cobra Kai. Okay. Anyway, next scene at the LaRusso house, the family greets Daniel's mother, Lucille, who comes to visit from New Jersey. Reprising her role as Daniel's mom is Randy Heller from the first Karate Kid movie. She also starred, and coincidentally, since we're in the month of June for Pride Month, she was on a sitcom in the late 70s called Soap, where she was well known as playing one of television's first lesbian characters, Alice. She also starred as well as over 70 guest starring television roles and movies. Her daughter, Cody Heller, is a writer in the TV industry as well as being a partner to the Rick and Morty creator, Dan Harmon.
Hmm.
So that's like we have freaking TV royalty over here. Randy Heller is uh, mother-in-law of Dan Harmon.
I
Yep.
didn't know that. Hmm.
Over at the family barbecue, Daniel fumes about the committee's decision to reinstate Cobra Kai. His mother denounces them as a bunch of bullies, including telling everyone about how the Cobra Kai gang pushed Daniel down a hill. Anthony recounts the story of being thrown off a cliff. Oh, fucking hell. So he's like, he's mixing up his number one, number three. Like, I thought they were, he told them about number three, like Karate Kid 3.
We really got to watch these movies so we can get this down again. I mean, rewatch the Karate Kid movies, 1, 2, and 3. Yeah.
Exactly. Sam is not convinced that Cobra Kai are bullies since she's dating Miguel. Nevertheless, Daniel advises her to stay away from them. Cobra Kai will never change, while his cousin Louis suggests getting even by force. Like, you want me to get through it, cousin? I will. Like, no, freaking let it go, Louis, let it
Oh,
go.
Louis.
But Daniel with the whole like, yeah, Cobra Kai will never change, even under new leadership. No, it'll never change.
Do you believe
I don't,
that? It'll never
I
change?
don't, I don't care what you say. It'll never change. Um, that Cobra Kai will change.
Do you think so?
Even now, I'm just like, oh, as long who the sensei is, you know.
We don't want to give away any spoilers yet, but yeah.
Yeah, yes, you know, if you're still watching, if you're following along, no spoilers, not yet. Well, you know, not for several seasons later,
Right.
but no, like spoilers on this one, but no spoilers until later. Um, at Cobra Kai, Miguel trains with Johnny alone as Johnny believes he is the only student with a chance of winning the tournament. Miguel then receives a selfie of Sam on his phone, and Johnny immediately recognizes her as Daniel's daughter. I love this part. He proceeds to tell Miguel his version of the events of 1984, painting Daniel as the cocky new kid who stole Allie from him and himself as the innocent party, just trying to get him to back off and mind his own business. But he says that Daniel sucker punches him, which Miguel calls him, "What an asshole." It's like, how dare he, Sensei? Johnny recounts a story of doing what anyone would do. He defended himself against the evil Daniel, and he figured that was, but Daniel wouldn't leave it alone, recounting how he was sitting on the toilet, minding his own business one night at school,
Uh-huh.
and rolling up a joint at the Halloween dance when Daniel douses him with the water hose. Johnny says he hadn't seen him in months, and this happened? How dare he? So he chased him down to try to put an end to it, and the guy has a karate master of his own who comes out of nowhere, assaults him and his friends, and probably gave Tommy brain damage. Miguel's in shock. Oh my god! It's just like the audacity, man. The audacity, the overacting of Miguel's like, how dare he?
Right, but he did not. Okay, so he says he sucker punched him, but Johnny actually pushed him first. So he pushed Daniel. He pushed him first. He took the boom box, Allie's boom box, and shoved him with the boom box, and then Danny punched him.
Oh my goodness! You saw that? I thought he was just like, here, you want the boombox, and just gives it to him.
No,
and,
he pushed Daniel him down hard.
Daniel
like he did it hard.
Daniel's such a klutz that he can't hold a boombox, so he like, oh my gosh!
Okay.
This boombox is heavy.
Oh, okay. So he handed him the boombox, and then Daniel
couldn't pick it up, so he fell over.
I gotcha.
And, and then Johnny tried to go and help him.
I was just going to say, did Johnny extend his hand to him to help him up too? And what do you know?
Because Allie was so distraught. How poor Allie's like, I'm trying to make a new friend, and Johnny's like, you know what? You're right. Come here, sir. Let me help you up. And then he sucker punches him in the face, and he's all like, "Ooh, big mistake, buddy." And then you see the non-karate kid try to like defend himself with some stance, and then Johnny's just like, roundhouse kicks. Roundhouse kick.
Daniel was such a bully. You're right.
Roundhouse. Yeah, roundhouse. Daniel just like shows up out of the blue. It was like, who is this kid?
I know, and steals his girl and everything. How dare he?
How dare he? And then the whole thing at the school, like, how dare he?
Oh, right? Talk about petty.
Very petty. Johnny says they eventually decided to work things out at the All Valley tournament. We see the clip of the final match again. Johnny recounts that it was him against Daniel in the finals, but is hesitant on who the winner was until he tells Miguel that he lost. But what's worse is that he lost Allie, his ex-girlfriend. He says that the reason he told him this story is because he has to watch out for the LaRussos.
Mm-hmm. They're all evil.
Careful. They're all evil. Be careful with them.
Mm-hmm.
In How I Met Your Mother, Barney Stinson details the events of the Karate Kid from Johnny Lawrence's point of view. This is the same perspective that Johnny recounts to Miguel. Basically, what I just told you, like, that was what Barney said. Like, he was just trying to help him, and he just sucker punches him. And it's the Karate Kid, not the non-Karate Kid. It's a movie about the Karate Kid. It's a movie about Johnny Lawrence. Oh, by the way, just in case, How I Met Your Mother is now on Netflix as well. So if you need more reference on that now, you can go ahead and check it out.
I'm going to watch that episode.
We're all going to watch that episode. That's your homework for tonight. Watch the episode.
So you have to watch How I Met Your Mother, Barney. Yep. That's your assignment. Our assignment.
Johnny doesn't tell Miguel to stop dating Sam. He just warns him to be careful. Whereas Daniel just told his daughter she needed to stay away from anyone associated with Cobra Kai because he dealt with them when he was younger and they will never change. Again with the never
Oh my
changing stuff. I just want to
goodness. I didn't even
like
catch that.
Johnny tells
Wow.
Miguel, it's like just be careful,
Be careful.
be,
Hmm.
chill, just be careful. Don't do anything rash. Just chill. Come back,
Be
like
warned.
come back with your feelings. It's okay. Meanwhile, Daniel's all like, nope, I won't listen to this. No, he's your boyfriend, not anymore. They're your friends. They're in Cobra Kai, not anymore. Aisha's in Cobra Kai. Oh, okay, maybe we'll see. We'll see. Aisha, are you sure you want to do this? Whatever. The LaRusso's barbecue, Lucille questions Daniel about getting back into karate. Daniel tells his mom about training together with Robbie and how he didn't realize he misses karate so much and missed Mr. Miyagi so much.
Mm.
Eventually, a huge quarrel erupts between Amanda and Lucille over Louis' unprofessional behavior and his use of Daniel's name to make his own deal involving luxury motorcycles. Lucille gets involved and Amanda tells her to stay out of it. Ooh, Daniel asks her to calm down. Amanda says if it wasn't for Lucille, they would have never hired Louis.
Mm.
And that's where Louis comes in. Lucille says he's family. You always take care of family. In my non-Jersey way. Um, Amanda breaks it down, saying that not only did they hire Louis, but they also host Thanksgiving, Christmas, Easter. Lucille says it's easy to host when everything is catered. Amanda asks Lucille what she wants. She will go into the kitchen and make it. Anthony asks for another bottle of Yoo-Hoo since she's in the kitchen.
I love you, who, by the way.
Yoo-Hoo. Sam chimes in, telling Anthony he makes everything worse. And it's true. Anthony tells Sam to shut up, and everyone starts yelling at another. Anthony not to say shut up. Everyone argue with each other. Um, Little Russos are a red flag.
Oh goodness. No, but
They're from Jersey.
okay.
What the hell?
If you're gonna say that, then but I have to say that Amanda. Well, I guess Amanda's not really a
No.
LaRusso technically, but she's very. I don't know. She's different.
You always take care of family, okay? Doesn't matter. You always take care of family. Meanwhile, here comes Louis. He's like, damn, cousin, somebody fucked up over here on this billboard. Um, just to embarrass you some more, I'm gonna paint over the edges first, and instead of the dick that's on your face, just let you know. Okay, cool, cousin. All right, cousin. Um, what else? Um, yeah, we should go beat up that one guy. How dare they make fun of the family name, bro? I can just imagine freaking Lucille calling Daniel up. Was like, hey, how's your automotive business doing? Yeah, is there room for one more? I could always send your cousin Louis out there. No, ma, it's okay, ma. It's okay. We all got it handled. I have this guy named Anu. She's doing pretty good. It's all good. What about Louis? He's like, it's family. You always help. You always take care of family. It's okay, ma. I was like, I'm gonna send them out there. No, ma, it's okay. Knock on the door. Hey, cousin, I'm here. It's like, ma, you sent out Louis. And next thing you know, like 9 months later, here comes Anthony. Always making things worse, according to Sam. If y'all hate the show already, just let me know. Why are you still listening to the show? Why? Just nothing but overstretching. Just nothing but fake stuff around here.
You're overstretching just a teeny bit, just a little bit.
I'm just making up my own Cobra Kai.
You are totally. Is this like bonus? Is this bonus features we're getting or what?
Feature. Bonus feature plus, Anthony being the mistake of the family. I love it.
Yeah, yeah, that's Louis' kid, right?
This
Or
kid
we,
is gonna need this kid is gonna need therapy when he grows up. Oh my god. Like yeah, my family was all into karate.
but I played video games.
I played video games until I was old enough. And then my dad decided to like let me into the karate, but it made me do so many chores. I don't understand what those were. Muscle memory or some shit like that. I don't know. He said if I waxed on and waxed off. I don't even know what that means, bro. Oh God, are you still listening to the show? Why? I have nothing to offer but just this. Here we go. Okay. All right. Let's move along. After returning home for the night, Carmen invites Johnny to have dinner with them, but Johnny doesn't want to bother them. Carmen tells him, "No buts. Her dojo, her rules." Go, mom.
I need
Johnny's
to. I need to borrow that line.
no but her dojo, her rules. Johnny smiles. Just say it whatever you can. Like no but. My dojo, my rules. Vertical flip to Grandma Dia saying grace in Spanish at the table where Johnny is confused until he hears his name. They say amen and Johnny says that's the only thing he knows in Spanish. I was like, dude, this freaking international amen. It's not just Spanish. Carmen wants to get to know a little more about Johnny and ask if he was always lived in Reseda. He says he used to live in Encino. Carmen says there are nice houses out there. Johnny says that just because you live in a nice house doesn't mean nice things are going on inside.
Aw.
Again, he's retelling his own trauma and experience with his mom and stepfather, which is true. Just because you live in a nice apartment complex doesn't mean there are nice things going on inside. It's true. I can vouch for Johnny. Miguel's excused from the table to take a call from Sam, who is taking a break from her own family. Red flag. Eager to keep their relationship going, she suggests that he join another dojo in the valley, but Miguel declines out of loyalty to Johnny, saying that he's tough, but he makes him tough, suggesting to ask Aisha and Ak, who is in the hospital getting rabies shot. Um, in order to change your boyfriend Miguel, you ask him to change his dojo? Okay, not even dating him for like a week yet. Now you want him to change dojos? What the hell, Sam? Red flag.
I knew you were going to say red flag. I was gonna beat you to it, but you were too quick. Now I'm just gonna be watching for red flags from here
Every
on out
time,
for Sam.
every
Thanks a
time,
lot.
every time.
I like Sam. Now you ruined it for me. I'm just
She's a
kidding.
she's a Larusso.
Oh, so it's just entirely a whole red flag right there.
Cobra Kai will never change. Neither will the Larussos. Anyway, Daniel enters
Moving
the
along.
moving along. Daniel enters the room and asks Sam to come back to be the mediator again before Amanda and Lucille kill each other. She closes the computer halfway and Daniel asks who she's talking to, but she denies her boyfriend by saying it's her lab partner. I don't want you to know he's in Cobra Kai, Dad. Meanwhile, at the Diaz dinner table, Miguel's mother reveals to Johnny that she left Ecuador due to a husband she describes as a very bad man, to which Grandma called him a piece of shit in Spanish. Come mierda. Carmen said, well, yeah, that's what she said. Carmen says she got married at 18 after being pregnant with Miguel, learned the truth about her husband's job. She moved far away. She moved on long ago, unwilling to let the mistakes of the past determine her future. Thank you. Thank you. The past does not determine your future, Johnny. Daniel. Inspired, Johnny returns home and begins to clean up his apartment and his life. See, Daniel? See? Not everything from Cobra Kai is bad. Okay.
That's true.
Next scene. Next scene. Robbie arrives at the LaRusso house for a training session and meets Sam for the first time. Daniel invites her to come and train with them, but she has already agreed to go to the mall with her mother and grandmother to keep the peace. Daniel drives Robbie out to a wooded area. On the way, Daniel tells Robbie the story of Miyagi taking him to his beautiful lake to train, where he tried to take Sam there before, but after the rain, it's become like a puddle, so he found this spot in the woods instead. Daniel asks Robbie to close his eyes and just listen. Robbie says he hears nothing. Daniel smiles and says, no phone calls, no internet, no family arguments. Exactly. Just them and Mother Nature. It's why they are there, to focus, because this is what Miyagi Do karate is all about, focusing.
Okay.
Uh, yeah. Robbie meeting Sam for the first time. Like, kind of like, oh, hey, girl by the swimming pool. Okay, let me turn around, and I hit the chiming stuff,
He hits the wind chimes
the wind chimes. Yeah,
on his face. Yep.
she's all like, "Hi, how you doing? Oh my gosh!" Already flirting with him.
Oh, give me a break. Don't even say that's a red flag. She was not flirting with him. She
Being
said
nice.
hi.
Here, let me get off this
She
from
stood up
getting
and
suntan.
oh,
And hi, how are you? Oh my gosh, you must
that's
be
flirting?
my dad's new boyfriend. How you doing?
What? Okay, move along there.
Moving along, moving along. Back at Johnny's apartment, he just finished setting up the TV, and it now looks completely different than when we first saw it. He went to go buy stuff. It's like this dude had an old timey TV square, you know, like where you have to change the channels, getting up and all that stuff. No, he brought a flat screen.
He's moving into the 20th century. 20th century. Yeah, 20th century. And
But
he's
still doesn't.
making over. He's making over himself. He's making over his choices. He's doing better. He's being better.
He's being better, but
He's,
still listening to his old music, his old movies, and all that stuff.
there's nothing wrong with that.
Um, It looks like an actual place instead of just old, broken down furniture. He checks inside his fridge, and instead of grabbing his usual beer, he grabs a bottle of OJ while watching Iron Eagle on the TV, which inspires him, which you can recount in episode 1 when he's watching the movie, but then is interrupted by a LaRusso Auto commercial. So, whatever this channel is on, or maybe he has a DVD, who knows? He's watching the same movie over and over.
It's probably not a DVD. It's probably a VHS.
A VHS tape, exactly, or just like watching it on TV and it just came on.
Could be.
Yeah, so he just loved Iron Eagle. And the reason for Iron Eagle being shown on Cobra Kai is because William Zabka's father, Dan Zabka, served as the second assistant director for the movie. Coincidentally, the song We're Not Gonna Take It by Twisted Sister, which was playing at the start of the episode in the junkyard scene, is also featured in the prominent scene in Iron Eagle. So we had a little thing of back and forth where, hey, we're gonna show Iron Eagle throughout the entire season.
So
Keep
is this one of those Easter eggs?
yes,
Okay.
inspiring. It inspires Johnny, basically. And I was like, made me want to watch the movie too. It's like I gotta go watch it. It's like, why isn't it so inspiring? Let me go see. Um, Back in the woods, Robbie and Daniel are engaged in another training montage, doing roundhouse kicks on the edge of the pier, jabs, and including a callback to the first Karate Kid movie. Daniel is wearing a similar old-fashioned catcher's mask and chest protector to what Mr. Miyagi wore during teenage Daniel's punch technique practice in the original movie. After they get done, they are seen walking to another part of the woods, and Robbie claims he feels like Jackie Chan. Get it? Get it? Little wink and nod there, huh? Yeah. Karate Kid remake. Oh, that was
Oh
fun.
boy.
Yeah. I don't think anybody got it if they didn't see that movie. But hey, shout out to Will Smith for being a producer on this
Mm-hmm.
show.
I did see that movie because because it was the Karate Kid and I was excited and I will never watch it again.
Disappointment.
It was a complete disappointment. I'm sorry. Sorry, Will Smith, but yeah, it was complete disappointment.
And that's probably why he chose to be a producer here. It's like, yeah, man, it's like I know what my kid did. Let me save it again.
They never should have.
He
They should not. That is something they should not have done. They should just not touch some classics. Karate Kid is one of them.
he's all like, my son did it, not me.
Yeah,
Jackie Chan
He
also.
hid behind the scenes. Is what he did. He didn't want to take credit. He hid behind the scenes.
Oh goodness. Daniel says Robbie feels like a natural than he was, but advises not to get cocky. There's always another lesson to be learned. When Daniel shares a lesson about balance in life, Robbie nearly tells him the truth about who his father is, but ultimately decides against it. His training is capped off with a balancing exercise in which he tries to execute karate techniques atop a horizontal tree trunk without falling. Daniel leaves trying to find better reception for his phone to watch the Devils play the Islanders. Robbie asks what happened to those distractions. Daniel responds that hockey doesn't count. So now the hockey teams were chosen as Ralph Macho, a native of Long Island, and is a fan of the New York Islanders in real life, while his character, Daniel, hails from Newark, New Jersey, where the New Jersey Devils play. So
Hmm.
we have Ralph Macho versus Daniel Russo on this
I didn't
New
even catch.
Jersey.
I did not catch that. I didn't even realize that.
I had to look it up. It's like a little
Oh,
insight for everybody, little Easter egg for you. Yeah. At the movies, Miguel vents to his friends about not being able to see Sam due to Daniel's hatred of Cobra Kai, as Hawk throws milk duds at the girl sitting in front of them.
um,
Same way Johnny
I was just gonna
described it.
say, is that did he tell? Did Miguel tell Eli or Hawk that story? He didn't. So is this just a coincidence that this happened because Dutch did it? And by the way, I cannot stand Dutch. He was my least favorite. We briefly touched on him last episode. He's one of the ones from the Karate Kid that I did not like at all. I thought
That
he was the worst. I thought he was the worst. His name's
that
Dutch.
the guy that was that the guy that looked like Kiefer Sutherland with
Yeah,
blonde,
the
blonde, blonde
blonde
hair.
curly hair. And we were
Kiefer.
wondering if he was actually in high school. I did some looking up myself. So yeah, that's Dutch, and he was throwing milk duds, and now Hawk is throwing milk duds. But yet that story was never told in this episode to Hawk. So
No, probably
I found that
told off.
interesting.
Yeah, probably told off screen, or he didn't tell him at all. He just decided to be like an asshole and like, you know what, throw milk duds at the girl sitting in front of them.
And
It's
speaking
like,
of, Dutch is played by Chad McQueen, which I did not know, who is Steve McQueen's son.
oh shit, really?
Yep. Yeah. And that's why he didn't appear in Cobra Kai. I guess that's a spoiler. Sorry, people. But yeah. Because he stopped his pursuit of acting to do race car driving, following in the steps of his dad, Steve McQueen. I did not know this.
Oh, wow.
I thought that was pretty cool, even though I did not like him on the first or on the Karate Kid. I thought that was interesting. Did you know that?
No, but here's an interesting story I just found out due to your what you just said. He's
Oh boy,
coming back for Cobra Kai season 6.
he is Chad McQueen.
He is Chad McQueen. McQueen.
Really? Oh,
Really?
that'll be interesting. I would love to see how his character has developed. Because, like I said,
Didn't we?
I could not stand him on
Oh,
Karate
yeah.
Kid. So I wonder how his character developed.
Yeah, I
Hmm.
want to see how that too.
That's going to be
How
quite interesting.
that's nice.
I did
Can't
not
wait to
know
see
that.
that.
Yes, not too long. July, it's coming.
Hawk throws milk duds at the girl sitting in front of him. He tells me to just go over to her house and talk to her, which he describes as an alpha move. Meanwhile, Johnny visits his stepfather, Sid, and gives back all the money the old man ever gave him, telling Sid that he no longer needs him in his life. Sure. Back at the woods, upon succeeding with a roundhouse kick, Robbie finds Daniel perched upside down on one arm, trying to perform the most powerful kick in Miyagi-Do Miyagi-Do Miyagi-Do
Miyagi-Do.
karate,
Miyagi-Do.
a
Sorry.
double-footed kick that he has never done before. He starts by balancing his whole body on one hand, which frees up two legs for the kick. He says he almost got it done in his 20s, but he was impressed that he was able to get this close. It was awesome. Daniel asks if Robbie is ready for the next challenge, and Robbie asks what it is, which Daniel replies to finding the car. This place is like a maze. Okay, so when I first watched this scene, immediately thought of Luke in Star Wars Episode 5, Empire
Mm,
Strikes Back. When he's doing his Jedi training in Dagobah with Yoda, he's doing the exact same handstand pose,
really?
both identical, and they both fall down because they weren't focusing. They weren't focusing. Like Luke wasn't focusing, but Robbie interrupted Daniel's focus. So there's that little difference. Also, Luke falls on some leaves and swamp. Daniel hits his head on a boulder. And I'm like, how did that boulder get up there? What? Like, what was his end game? Would he have done it with the, or just like, hey, if Robbie hadn't shown up, I would have just been dead right here. But, like, ooh, hit his head. And then this is probably why he doesn't remember where his car is at. Because concussion over there. Next scene, Sid's mansion. He complains that the bagel feels like a sponge and he wanted it toasted. His handler yells he's not paying her to cook. He yells back that she's lucky he's paying her at all. Johnny walks to the dining room and gives Sid all his money in an envelope. Sid says he's going to place it on the table until he comes back next week. Johnny says he won't be back. Sid says he needs his money. Johnny tells him he never needed his money. It's just the only thing that he had to give. Johnny tells him
Oh,
goodbye and walks away with a smile on his face. He
I like that
he
scene.
he faced his demon basically. He faced the
One,
same. He
one,
faced
one, one of his demons. One.
all right. He faced one of his bullies,
Or
his
that. Yeah.
stepdad.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
I don't need you
I like
anymore. I
I
never
like
needed you.
the demons. I like that reference, but it's not his only demon or bully.
All right, one of his demons. More demons are still to come.
Yeah.
This whole series is all about redemption for Johnny. um, Danny returns home to find that all is well between his wife and mother, thanks to Sam's mediation. As the family sits down to dinner, Miguel arrives unannounced and unseen to see Robbie talking to Sam. Heartbroken and angry, Miguel walks away. Oh boy.
And he assumes. Oh, that's where assuming comes in, and it's not. Assuming is just not good. Okay.
No.
He's assuming the worst right now. He's assuming the worst.
Yes. As Johnny composes a letter of atonement to Robbie for his past mistakes, he is startled by the sound of shattering glass and goes outside to witness Louis and the two biker thugs vandalizing his car before soaking it in gasoline, allegedly in Daniel's name. I came in Daniel LaRusso's name. We did this. We're doing this right now. Yeah. But Johnny makes short work of the bikers seduce Louis. He says, "Nah, man, it was me. It was me all along. It wasn't Daniel. It was my idea. Don't, please. I don't want to get
No,
fired."
please. Oh, he is so fired. He's got so
Johnny,
many problems.
what? It's like it's almost like he has a LaRusso. He's a LaRusso, right? It's
He's
almost
like
as he has a.
he's a huge red flag walking
There it
around.
is. There it is. As Johnny is about to punch Louis, one of the thugs manages to set the fire to his car. Enraged, Johnny demands Daniel's address from Louis before riding away on one of the biker's motorcycles to confront his enemy. Just give him the address, really, Louis? After all, your family. You always take care of family. Nah.
But he doesn't even give him the whole address, and like, how does he find it? Like he's on this house or whatever. He's in this big house on a hill or something. Whatever he says, he doesn't give him the address. Like, how does Johnny just magically find the right house? Oh, well, I guess that's a spoiler. Sorry, but yeah.
Stalking the entire fucking neighborhood until he sees one of them. Like, oh, this guy's making coffee. Let me see. Oh, it's him. I'm just gonna stand here, looking menacingly. Let's hold on. Let's go. Before we get there, uh, the fact that Louis just fucking snitches right away. Nah, you're gonna let me go?
He's
His
such
house
a
is on this place.
great cousin.
Like such a great cousin.
Message from
And
Daniel. Poor Daniel doesn't know what the hell's going on.
my cousin can't take care of himself, so I gotta take care of him for him. And oh shit, you're gonna beat me up? Oh shit, you do know karate. He lives here and here and here. Sorry for snitching, cousin. Daniel. So Johnny rides away on the motorcycle, on Louis' motorcycle, and the show ends right there. It's like, oh shit, okay. And I loved it. Like, oh shit, what's he gonna do now? Favorite scene.
um, what did I say? There's a couple. Like the very beginning. I do
The,
like that scene.
the
Um,
rage.
yeah, that's definitely one of my favorites. I know it's just an opening scene, but I like that. And then I also really like I like when, and I shouldn't say this, but I do like when Johnny is telling Miguel the backstory of what happened. His
His
side,
version.
his version, yes, his version of what happened. I don't necessarily agree with it, but I do like that part. And then I also, of course, like when Robbie is in the woods with Daniel, and I like anything like that because it brings back Mr. Miyagi, and I love Mr. Miyagi, so I like that. I like when they do that.
Right.
I really do.
Um.
Those are my favorite scenes.
Johnny bringing back the real Karate Kid movie. The real way he should have that should movie should have basically Barney Stinson's version of it,
Yeah.
not the non Karate Kid. Um, the Rage, yeah, that was the best thing. What else? The balancing, of course, it reminded me of Episode 5, Star Wars.
Mm,
How Luke was trying to do the same thing. They both get interrupted with the focus and all that stuff, and but here, what's his face? Daniel is Robbie's Yoda. So like he basically gave him the like, all right, so this is what you do. I can't do it anymore, but I'm gonna try to do it, which gave him like it inspired, I guess, Robbie to like, all right, I'm gonna do it for you, sir. I got you. I got you, Sensei. I understand what you're trying to tell me. You're inspiring me to do it. You're my Yoda. So that's fun.
you're my Yoda.
You're my Yoda. I enjoyed the episode. It was fun. It was fun, especially when Johnny tries to tell Miguel everything, and Miguel's just overdoing it with the "Oh my God, no way,
Right,
what?"
right. He was being very dramatic. Miguel
Very
was being
dramatic.
very dramatic.
Miguel,
Yes.
very dramatic, like a telenovela over there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes. Well, okay, now
Uh,
that what is this? This was episode 8. Are you still wanting to, are we still rating? Because we haven't rated.
we haven't rated. Let's wait till after episode 10. We'll
Okay.
wait
And then we're
until
gonna go back
around.
well, we started to rate them. So that's why I was just curious.
Yeah, that's true. What did you think of the episode? You liked it, right? It was
I
fun.
did.
It
I
was
did.
fun. Yeah.
Yeah. I love the opening scene. I think just sets it for the whole episode.
Rage.
Yeah. Yes.
Uh, question for the listeners: if you were dating someone that your parents would not approve of, and I'm talking about Sam keeping Miguel out of the loop from Daniel because he's from Cobra Kai, would you tell your parents or continue to keep them a secret?
That's a good question.
Message us back. Let us know. Oh boy. Hey, it's Evo. We're gonna get back to the episode you're listening to, but first, let me tell you about Dark Fate Creations. Dark Fate Creations are candles that are vibrant, colorful, marble tops, amazing, mouth-watering fragrances, fueled by lovely braided cotton wicks. Paper threads woven into every cotton wick for a clean, romantic, slow, and consistent burn. Each candle is unique from the next as they are hand mixed and hand poured right in Grass Valley, California. They use only coconut and soy waxes for a safer, cleaner, and longer burn time. That's almost 72 hours. That's like binging on all 130 episodes of the podcast. All fragrance blends have been heavily researched. Dark Fate Creations not only care about the look, fragrance, and quality of their candles and their other products, but also the effects they have in their customers' homes. So go to darkfatecreations.com. The link will be in the show notes.
Hi everyone, I'm Lisa.
And I'm Dawn.
And if you've ever watched a TV show and thought to yourself, oh my god, that season finale plot twist was absolutely bonkers.
Or seen a movie and thought, wow, I need to talk to somebody about this train wreck immediately.
Then we think you'll fit right in with our podcast, I Hate It, Let's Watch It. We watch TV shows like Riverdale and Emily in Paris.
And movies like Deep Water, Killer Sofa, Rubber, and Deadly Illusions. And we give them the total rinsing they deserve.
It's basically group therapy for movie masochists. So come check us out wherever you stream podcasts.
Welcome back once again to the M3P podcast here on my Third Place Network. We are still breaking down episodes scene by scene of Cobra Kai on Netflix. Up next is season 1, episode 9, Different but Same. The title of the episode is a nod to the original movie when Mr. Miyagi says different but same while looking at a picture of Daniel and Ali. Written by Jason Bellevue, directed by Jen Slota. Synopsis: despite Johnny's efforts to move forward, he confronts Daniel about the assault on his property. An attempt to appease Johnny makes them revisit the past together. Miguel senses Sam is lying to him. The dojo students try to intimidate the popular kids at a party. The episode cold opens with Robbie skateboarding at a skate park. After several failed attempts on the half pipe, he is shocked to find himself perched upside down on one arm, much like Daniel was, in perfect balance. The Cobra Kai logo appears next to him. So Robbie did it in one take. Like, well, not in one take, but he's just like, hey, let me go do some skateboarding in half pipe. And next thing you know, he's standing on one arm like Luke Skywalker was. It's like, Yoda, I did it. Much more you have to learn. Yeah. That's the wrong way to say it, I'm sure. All right, Star Wars fans, I'm sorry. I apologize before you come at me. I'm gonna get it. Anyway, meanwhile, Daniel's at home drinking his morning coffee, which drops to the floor when he sees Johnny Lawrence standing on his patio menacingly, just standing there.
We're just yes. That was a scary opening scene. Well, not opening, but scary scene. I thought.
Just imagine, like,
I like how you say that.
Menacingly.
Menacingly, yeah, that.
Menacingly. Knowing how well I hate SpongeBob, but it's something that they said. He's just staring at me menacingly.
Why would he drop his coffee though? And break his coffee cup. And it's not even a coffee cup. It's like a teacup, miniature. Yeah. Like, that bothered me anyways. But why would you drop your coffee cup just because you see him? Like, are you that scared of him?
Johnny's all bougie. He's like, I can make another one. I can buy another one, no problem. That's nothing. Have you seen my son? He buys too much stuff.
Right?
It's like he bought another PS Vita. Whatever.
I can just order another one.
This is nothing. Amanda will get mad, but this is nothing. It's like, grabs his coffee, drinks it, and then looks at the freaking right in front of him. So it's like, what would you do if you saw your like rival like right in front of you? Would you drop everything and just go like, oh, let's go, here we go? I'm sitting there like, oh shit, we're about to like start the show. We're about to get a fight. Let's go. Nope. Uh,
That's because Amanda's awesome. I love Amanda in that scene. I love that scene. Yeah, go ahead.
this
It's
whole
one of my favorite scenes.
this whole scene. He
This
races
whole
outside.
episode is just awesome. Just to be honest.
Yeah. He races outside to confront his old rival, who accuses him of sending Louis and his goon to torch his car, and potentially the entire neighborhood with it. See, he cares about his neighborhood. Johnny or Daniel's over there like they'll never change. I'm sorry, you live in a mansion. Johnny lived in a freaking complex where his Louis just tried to like
Burn the whole complex down. Jeez.
right the car.
Red flag.
But wait, did he like leave the car there on fire? Nobody
Yeah,
called yet.
he did. He took off on the motorcycle. See, you're saying he cares about it, but yeah, he didn't even put the fire out before he left to kick Daniel's ass.
Love how that was at night, and then we like move on in the morning.
Because he didn't have the address, so he was
Didn't have
he was,
he was
he
scoping.
was riding all night. That makes sense now. That's why it was morning, because he was riding the motorcycle throughout the whole neighborhood in the vicinity of what Louis told him where he was. So he was riding like the whole neighborhood looking, and it took him all night. That would make sense.
Not
That's
only that,
why he's hungry too, because
was he
yeah.
in other people's was he in other people's backyards also, just like waiting for them to come out? Like, nope, this isn't it.
I
next
mean,
place. No, this isn't it.
if you want
And
to
then he sees
reach some more, or if you want to, analyze it, sure.
he finally sees Daniel. It's like, oh, this is it.
Yeah, he was
just,
probably looking through windows, and he found him.
nobody
Exactly.
fucking calls the police. There's a stalker out here. Oh, there's a watcher. I'm sorry. There's a watcher out here.
A watcher. Yeah, a watcher.
So it's like he's all over the place.
My favorite word.
Wow. Daniel races outside to confront his old rival, who accuses him of sending Louis and his goon to torture his car and potentially the entire neighborhood with it. Daniel firmly denies any involvement and threatens to call the police if Johnny does not leave, but Johnny tries to take Daniel's phone and the two square off. Here we go.
Here we go. I was so excited for this.
Anthony goes out like, oh yeah, Dad, let's go. Come on, kick his ass. What? Amanda quickly diffuses the situation by suggesting that they work out their differences over breakfast instead of fighting near the pool on a Saturday morning. And also, she doesn't want to get blood on the patio. Daniel asks Johnny if he wants. Yeah, I know, right? Like, yeah, can you guys not right now, please? Come on, it's Saturday.
I don't want to clean the pool right now. Come in and have some breakfast.
Y'all are just, good lord. Daniel asks Johnny if he wants to come inside, and Johnny agrees. Yeah, I could eat some food.
That's like one of my favorite that part.
I've been looking for you all night. I'm hungry.
He was looking for him all night, so he's probably hungry. Obviously, he's hungry. And invite the poor guy in. I mean, he just wants to beat you up. You don't invite him in for some eggs. It's all good. All good over breakfast. He has another cup, right? I mean, he broke one, but
yeah, he has lots of cups.
Now I'm reaching. Yeah, he can buy another one. True.
At school, Miguel is still distraught over his visit to the LaRusso house. He encounters Sam in the hallway and expresses a desire to meet her family, but Sam tells him it's not the right time. Oh. Back at the LaRussos, Daniel and Johnny are at it again with another petty argument. Johnny tells the LaRusso that Sam was involved in the accident that totaled Johnny's car months ago. To help make amends, Amanda talks Daniel into giving Johnny a used car from the dealership. Johnny looks up from eating his breakfast and Anthony is staring him down, saying he's lucky that his dad didn't kill him. Johnny fights back with the little kid and tells him, well, his dad is lucky he didn't kill him. Anthony says he's going to tell his dad Johnny said that. Johnny says, go ahead. I want him to know. He asks for some ketchup and Anthony says, yeah, get it yourself. Douchebag. which makes Johnny smirk. He doesn't care. It's not like I'm fighting a little kid, and he's just like, called me douchebag. I love it. I know. I am one. I'm still gonna beat up your dad. Oh god. I love that. He's still sitting there eating and just like, I just told this family that their daughter was the reason my car got totaled and I'm eating their food. Yes.
And I'm telling the son that I'm going to kill his dad
Yeah. He just threatened the entire family.
while he's eating his egg. Their eggs while he's eating their eggs.
Eating their food. And he's just like, whatever.
I love
He's
it.
about to give me a car. It's all good. A used car. Doesn't matter. He's about to give me something in return. He owes me that. um Discussing the matter with his friends after school, Dimitri thinks that Miguel is overreacting. God, Hawk hit a roundhouse kick on Bert. The little guy played by Owen Morgan, who is about to have a growth spurt when season 6 premieres in July. This boy got huge. Like what?
I've got to look this up.
But poor Bert is like getting. Oh man! Like I hope he gets his redemption in season 6. Like what? I'm taller now, punks.
I'm taller than all you all.
Miguel doesn't want the same thing that happened to Johnny to happen to him. Hawk suggests that Miguel pick a fight with Robbie, but Dimitri tells him that Sam has given him no reason not to trust her. After another cyberbullying from Yasmin commenting something rude on Aisha's video breaking the board, Aisha comes up with the idea of crashing her birthday party or striking first at the canyon later that night. Strike first. That's what Johnny taught us. At the car lot, Johnny picks out a 2009 Challenger, but insists on taking it for a test drive. With Robbie on his day off, Anush with the customer, and Louis having been fired, Daniel has no choice but to go with Johnny. I'm pretty sure Johnny heard Robbie's name.
I was wondering that too. No, he couldn't have because he would have said something.
Like, oh, I have a kid named Robbie.
Like, I'm really surprised that he didn't say something, but.
Coincidentally, Robbie's not his day off and stuff. Back at the LaRusso house, Sam finds herself grounded for the hit and run accident despite not having been the one driving, with her mother confiscating all of her electronic devices. Oh, she's grounded. Like, that's not fair, Mom. Little girl. On the street, Johnny's test driving the car erratically. Daniel switches on the radio and the two men share a moment singing along to Take It on the Run by REO Speedwagon.
Yes. I love that part.
I figured you would. Like, they're both singing along. They're
bonding. Both like, it's male bonding at its best.
They're like, oh, you like the song? What man doesn't?
Yes.
Oh my god.
I love that part.
They're freaking there's too much testosterone in here. Like both of them. I can't wait to beat your butt. Like what? I can't wait to fight you. They stop at the old South Seas apartment complex where Daniel used to live and explore the property. They show flashback footage of Karate Kid movie when Daniel first walked into the apartment complex, meeting his new friend and remembering when the pool didn't have any water. Johnny quips that he had a pool twice this size. Daniel tells him it must have been nice having a rich daddy give you everything. Johnny says he had a rich stepdad. His mom wanted to have a better life and give him things he shouldn't have. Daniel flashes back to his mother telling him the same thing when they move into the complex. Daniel says moms are good like that. Johnny suggests getting a drink and they walk out of the complex. You know, they both had the same rough childhood. But they're just like, Daniel's realizing it now. It's like, oh shit, you hated your stepdad? Oh, well, my mom this, my mom that. We could have been friends, dude. What happened?
All right, they could have been besties.
At the convenience store, while the Cobra Kai students stock up on snacks and alcohol using a fake ID, Miguel tries to invite Sam to the party, but with her phone privileges revoked, she cannot answer. He doesn't notice. Anthony rubs it in her face that you can do a lot of cool things on the internet. Chat with your friends, look up stuff, buy stuff. Sam tells him he's going to hell. Anthony doesn't care and says all the cool people are in hell. Robbie then arrives at the house for a training session.
Oh, yeah. That's such Louis' kid. He's such a dick.
Yeah,
That kid
pretty
is
much.
such a dick.
He is. He still
Yes,
is.
he really is.
Robbie then arrives at the house for a training session, but with Daniel still out with Johnny, he is asked to wait. Again, Robbie didn't figure, like, oh, yeah, he's out with some guy named Johnny. Oh, I'll just wait here then. What? Coincidentally, there's a guy named Johnny with Daniel right now. Okay. Hey, that's my dad's name. After being scolded for checking her phone, the frustrated Sam tells Robbie she isn't a prisoner in her own home. You're grounded, kid. Shut up. You hit a car. You were with people that hit a car and you didn't tell anybody. Sucks.
I'll just say she didn't hit the car, but she didn't tell anybody, so she should have said something.
Oh, Anthony though, just like while her phone is ringing, it's like the mom Amanda could have just like grabbed the phone and put it on like silent, instead of just like letting it ring, letting it ring, letting it ring. Like, are you serious that you're not gonna let me answer that? What if it's somebody? I need to answer my phone. Oh my gosh! And like, no, you don't. Meanwhile, Anthony's all like sitting in front of her with looking up at his stuff, his
Buying
phone,
stuff.
friends, stuff, buying stuff. I can't wait for it to. It probably got it like right away, like much more expensive. Like it'll be here in the next 3 hours. Who does that? What? Like next day delivery? Yeah, same night delivery. Yeah, but like in 2 hours?
Very, very rich people.
Very. Like I got the. Yeah, very, very rich part. Next scene, discovering they have more in common than he thought, Johnny decides to take Daniel out for a drink. At the bar, the two men discuss their respective father figures, how the tables quickly turn, and Johnny, the bully, becomes the bully at home. He tells Daniel it's why he joined Cobra Kai, because Kreese gave him more attention than he got at home. He wasn't just a sensei, he was a father. Daniel tells Johnny his dad died when he was 8, and Mr. Miyagi was like a father to him. They both found karate role models. Johnny says except Daniel's role model didn't break his trophy and try to kill him at the beginning of Karate Kid 2.
Great father figure you have there.
Right? And Miyagi went and after him and like helped Johnny out. Like, I got you, Johnny. You run. Yasmin and her friends arrive at the canyon for her birthday party, only to find the Cobra Kai and a host of uninvited guests from school already there. Flustered, Yasmin tells Kyler to get rid of them, but upon spotting Miguel in the crowd, he quickly backpedals and just they find another spot. As Kyler leaves, Moon joins the party and Yasmin reluctantly accompanies her. Still unable to reach Sam, Miguel opens a beer and starts drinking heavily. Kyler needs some serious therapy, maybe?
Yeah, definitely.
Because you just saw him. He lost his mojo. He feels threatened by Rhea.
That's like twice now where he just sees him and he's like, I'm out of here. I'm dipping.
Fucking PTSD.
Major
Like,
PTSD, yes.
bro, he almost killed me at school. I gotta go. I can't. I'm sorry. I apologize. I can't be here. Even Big Boy Brooks is like, I see what you mean, dog. I'm gonna roll with you. Yeah, I see him. Okay, yeah. Brooks, you're like twice his size and still is like, nah, I'm good. If my boy wants to like leave because we see this bully over there, let us leave. Like, what? He's like a nice guy, but it's like, nah. So he just puts the tray stuff, ice tray, like right there. It's like, nah, I'm out. Here's your stuff. Who's gonna pick it up? It's like nobody. I don't want nothing to do with this party. Here's your tray. I'm out. It's like he's the one that like strong enough to carry it and just like throws it there. Like I don't care. Yasmin was gonna leave too, but she sees that Moon is checking out Hawk and walks over to the party, so Yasmin doesn't want to leave behind. Yasmin could have left.
She could
Like,
have.
why didn't she leave? She could have left. Meanwhile, Moon's all like, "Ooh, blue hair. Hi, Hawk." What was that? Hawk alpha move? She did the alpha move on Hawk.
She did.
He's what? Huh? um, back at home, Sam is reading a book where Robbie limps into the house, having apparently sprained his ankle while training alone. With no other option, Amanda instructs Sam to drive Robbie home and then comes right back. As they go outside, Robbie reveals that he faked the injury to get her out of the house, and they hurry to the party. Sam, did you just Kaiser Soze me? Oh, I don't think you were supposed to watch that movie alone, ma'am. He's all like, huh? Yeah, I did. Huh. Funny, huh? But, all right. But I love how I love how they reference that, by the way. Yeah. Back at the bar, Johnny and Daniel are talking about the spaghetti incident at Oaks Country Club.
Hmm.
Johnny laughs and Daniel says that he heard Allie clock them right after. Johnny says that the girl was something and then asks Daniel if he ever seen her these days. Daniel says not in decades, brings up Allie's Facebook page on his phone, but tells Johnny he has never reached out to her. They then make fun of Allie's last name, Allie Mills Schwarber, calling it a downgrade. They check out her photos and her husband's picture, calling his dumb face an asshole. Yeah, right. That's the guy she settled down with instead of these two assholes. Yeah, Johnny, Cobra Kai and Daniel, just like, I want to beat his ass. At the canyon, Miguel is drunk. Hawk is making out with Moon, and Dimitri is enjoying his Mr. Piv. Hawk tells Dimitri to feel the energy and live in the moment. Dimitri says that is the most McConaughey thing he has ever heard. Feel the moment, man. Live in the moment. Feel the energy. All right, all right, all right. That's what I love about these house parties, man. Get to feel the energy and live in the moment.
You do a really good McConaughey, by the way.
Hey. So many freaking movies that I've seen of him just like, stop talking, please. All right. Taking Hawk's advice, Dimitri decides to live in this moment and takes a shot at talking to Yasmin, who is standing in her own corner and disgusted at this party. Yasmin confronts Aisha for crashing her party, but Aisha strikes back by delivering a painful front wedgie to Yasmin, who then scurries away in humiliation. Whew. In the words of my two favorite time travelers, Bill and Ted in Bogus Journey, they gave Yasmin a Melvin. Hey, if we're talking about 90s stuff, Karate Kid, 80s, sorry.
80s.
I'm talking Bill and Ted fits right in there with the whole Melvin thing. I'm sure that's what they're trying to do. Like, we're bringing back 80s stuff in this show, basically. So, like,
Gotta keep it interesting. Gotta keep it, yeah.
Anybody? How does a front wedgie feel like? Anybody?
I have never had one, so.
Okay.
I've never had a bully or a front wedgie, so I'm good.
So no bullies or Melvins, I see. When Sam and Robbie arrive, Miguel shoves Robbie down in a jealous rage and then lashes out at him, accidentally hitting Sam. Ooh, kind of feels like the beginning of Karate Kid with that one. Furious, Sam tells him her father was right about Cobra Kai and leaves the party with Robbie also dumping Miguel in the process, telling him good luck at the tournament. This scene is very similar to the Karate Kid movie in the scene where Allie and Daniel are playing soccer at the beach around a bonfire, and over in the distance, Johnny gets jealous and confronts her. Actually,
Hmm.
it's the other Cobra Kai guys. It's just like, hey, look at your girl, bro. What's going on? You better go handle that shit. Like, okay, let's go. Drive down there. Here, Daniel. Here's the stereo. Here's the boombox. Take it with you.
Don't trip.
Don't trip.
Don't
Instead,
fall.
Miguel hit.
Don't fall. Mhm.
Except in this scene, it feels like the same, but except in this scene that Miguel accidentally hits Sam, knocking her down and leaving. A little of the same, but different.
Do you think that Sam overreacted in
Mm,
this scene, like in this at all? Like I mean, do you see his perspective or do you see her perspective? What do you think she overreacted or no?
did she take her phone with her?
I don't know.
Is the phone still trapped with the mom?
It may
Why would the
possibly be.
All right? Why does Amanda still have her phone? She could have gotten in an accident on the way back.
Yeah, I don't know if she gave her the phone or not. That's true.
And if she did give her the phone, why wasn't her first thing call Miguel up? Hey,
So
I'm on my
she
way,
must
but I
not
have
have given
Robbie
the
with me.
phone. Yeah. Yeah. Bad choices, red flags all over.
Like, okay, I'm just not gonna bring my phone to explain to my boyfriend who's been calling me all day that I'm on my way to go see him with another guy. And even when like she leaves with Robbie, she's all like, "Yeah, let's go check out this party where my boyfriend's at." And Robbie's all like, "Oh, great, you have a boyfriend." Crap.
Well, obviously Robbie has a thing for her.
And then Robbie meets up with, and he realizes who Miguel is. Like, oh, damn, it's you. It's like, oh, so you're my sad new son. Like, hey, what's up? And then Miguel just like gets jealous because they're going down the hill, but Robbie is like holding her on her hand. Like I just realized that. I just saw that like that moment. It's like, oh shit, that's what Miguel was low jealous because he was grabbing her hand, and they're all like laughing and smiling about it, like hee. So Miguel's all like, nah, nah, fuck that.
So you're
I
saying
don't appreciate
you're
this.
saying that Miguel was definitely not overreacting, but Sam was?
No, he was overreacting. He was drunk overreacting.
Well, yeah,
I mean, he
he
was
was
so
drinking. Yeah.
he'd been overreacting the entire fucking episode. Tommy, oh my gosh, Mr. LaRusso, what an asshole. Oh no. And then he sees his girlfriend holding. He's drunk. Even the whole him drinking is overreacting.
Yes.
Like, let me go get another beer. Uh, that's not. Well, I mean, you've never been drunk before. That's how you act like you've never been drunk before. Somebody needs to give him some real drunk classes, basically. But he goes in there and like he sees, rage basically. He's drunk. He's drunk in drug rage. He's all like, I've been trying to call you all day. You haven't answered. What the hell? What's going on? And now I catch you coming down with this guy holding his hand. Yeah, a little bit of overreacting, and then her is just like, you know what? Chill. And you just hit me, and you're drunk. It was an accident, but still, it's like, no, we're good. So yeah, it's just that. All right, moving on. Returning to the LaRusso house, and the inebriated Johnny and Daniel agree to a final match in Daniel's dojo. Kind of like the ending of Rocky 3, where Apollo fights Rocky, only to end up with both of them landing punches to the face, and that's where it ends. They find Robbie there waiting. When Johnny learns that his son is Daniel's new student, he violently shoves Daniel against the wall, breaking one of his All Valley trophies. Robbie immediately steps between them, telling his dad to back off. As Johnny tears Johnny just stares at him like, you know what? I'm out. Like, nah, this is horrible. This is ridiculous. I'm out of here. It's like, nah, I'm good. Robbie, do whatever the hell you want. As Johnny tears out of the drive in his car, Daniel is furious about Robbie's dishonesty and banishes him from his home and his business.
I feel
So
so bad for
now,
Robbie.
yeah, okay.
I
He was caught.
do.
He did it. He went to work for Daniel despite his dad.
I know. He did it under false pretenses at first. At first. But still.
At first,
At
but we
first.
grew to love him and like
Yes.
enjoyed his presence there, and we can just
Yes.
forgive him for that. Yeah,
Yes.
no.
What do you mean no? Did you not realize that Robbie actually stood up for Daniel though? Like he said, you'll have to get through me to get to him. Like I was like, oh, in that moment. Okay,
Daniel can take care
yes,
of himself.
he lied. He did
He lied.
lie, but then
He lied.
he tried to redeem himself. Like he got in his dad's face and said, "No, you have to get through me if you're gonna hurt Mr. LaRusso." So yeah, I felt bad for him when he got the door shut in his face. He's just a kid.
That's true.
He's just a kid. They lie. They do stupid things. He had a bad childhood. He didn't have a mom or a dad, really. Okay, I'm done. I like Robbie. Okay, I like Robbie right now, and I'm not liking Miguel. Just saying, like yeah, I go back and forth, but like I like Robbie right now, and I don't like the way Miguel. I just no, I don't like what he's turning into. I liked him in the beginning, and see, Cobra Kai does change people.
Oh my god. And the
Now I'm
aftermath,
sounding like
Daniel.
you.
Right. Daniel picks up the piece of his ruined trophy and the scene. I feel more bad for Daniel, who just lost 2 people.
Oh, he did. He lost his bestie, his new bestie, and then his new son. That's true.
You're really basing it off that? Like, dude is a businessman. He just lost
Wait, what else
Louis
did
and Robbie.
Louis? I don't care about Louis.
Like
Louis, look at what he
he's
did
gonna
to
need some
him.
more help. He's gonna need more help at the auto shop.
So you're talking about
I don't.
so he lost 2 of his employees. And
Yes,
here I'm
he
saying
lost
he
2
lost
employees.
his new bestie that he just bonded all day with. He just bonded with this guy all day. His old arch enemy, rival, whatever. Like they bonded. It was all good. It was awesome. It should have been awesome. And then it all went to hell.
It did. All because of the sun.
No, don't go blaming Robbie.
Okay, fine. Uh, the title of the episode has triple meanings. The first is the whole Mr. Miyagi in the first Karate Kid movie calling Ali and Daniel different but same. The second is suggesting that in spite of their differences, Daniel and Johnny are similar enough that they could have been best friends as kids. The third is a reference to how Miguel, Aisha, and Eli are more diverse and sympathetic group than the 80s Cobra Kai students, but are now following in the same delinquent bullying footsteps. It's happening. The 80s are coming back. 80s Cobra Kai. Miguel is Johnny. Aisha is Dutch, and Hawk is get him a body bag.
No, see, I was going to say I think Hawk is Dutch.
Hawk is Dutch.
Yes, okay. Yes. Aisha, I don't know, but definitely Hawk is Dutch, for sure.
All right. What's your favorite scene on this one?
Okay, I like the whole episode, but my favorite scene is going to have to be the car when the song comes on and they're jamming out in the car. If I have to pick just one scene, yes, that is my favorite scene.
Favorite scene is the car scene.
Yes.
Ario Speedwagon.
Yes. Great song, great band, great scene. Loved
great
it all.
Song to bond with.
Yep.
And finally, what did we think of this episode? It's the 9th episode. It's almost a 10th episode. Like
honestly, I loved the whole episode from beginning to end. I loved it. But I also was like at the point where I'm like, oh yes, it's ending soon, if that makes sense. Like I was getting sad. I'm like, okay, this is episode 9. 10 is going to be the last episode. How are they going to fit everything into it? I'm already sad because it's ending. So I had just all kinds of emotions.
That's true. What was I gonna say? I forgot. You're right though.
I'm right about
episode 9. No, here's what I thought. Episode 9. Callback to being petty again.
Mhm.
Basically, like tie loose ends. All right, let's like reveal the whole thing of Robbie's motive, but at the same time, like he feels bad for doing it. Like he's more Miyagi-Do now. Where Miguel's like started off as let's help this kid, but now he's Anakin. He's getting into the Force. Now he's Cobra Kai. Now, you know, not the Force, the Sith, I'm sorry. He's running with the whole bullying concept and how selfish manner. How dare you not call me? I've been trying to look for you all day. I've been grounded. It's like that doesn't mean shit to me. I'm drunk. Oh my God, Mr. Sensei Johnny. I feel bad for everything that's happened to you. Sam's dad is an asshole. How dare he? So there you have that. Like it kind of just like told you like, all right, episode 9, we're gonna reveal this stuff and then we're gonna put this stuff in there. And we're gonna make you feel bad for Robbie at the same time. We're gonna make you feel like Miguel's an asshole.
Yeah, definitely.
Where it started off at the start of the season that Robbie's the asshole and Miguel's the one that's getting bullied. So we're gonna help this kid. And now here we are at the 9th episode. Let's see what happens in the 10th episode.
Mhm.
Let's see how it all ends.
Plays out,
What
yeah.
happens.
That scene. So I was just thinking that scene though, with Robbie and Sam and Miguel. Did it kind of, or maybe you said this and I missed it. Did it kind of make you think, okay, Miguel is Johnny, and Sam is Allie, and Robbie is Daniel? Did you kind of get that? Like, does that make sense? Or
yeah, it's
like that
very
scene,
similar.
very similar scene, and yeah, like it was played again. Yeah, I kind of got. I don't know. Maybe I'm reaching, but I felt like that.
Same but different, you mean?
Same but different.
Yeah.
There you go.
Same but different. There it goes.
Same but different. Yes. The title of that episode.
The goal? Explain the 1990s in exactly 60 songs. Radiohead, Tupac, Mariah Carey, Lauryn Hill, Wonderwall, Enter Sandman, You Oughta Know, Cream. The greater goal? Move past cheap nostalgia to something deeper and weirder and better. My name is Rob Harvilla. I'm a music critic at The Ringer, and my new show is called, indeed, 60 Songs That Explain the 90s. Since that title is fairly self-explanatory, I figured I'd explain what qualifies me to host this. Here is my resume. In 1992, I won a trophy for wearing more corduroy and flannel than any other 13-year-old in America. Freshman year of college, I was in a third-wave ska band that broke up and reformed without me as an emo band. I nearly started a civil war at my college radio station by putting You Got Me by The Roots in heavy rotation. I cried the first time I heard Bjork's Hyper Ballad, which incidentally occurred somewhere between the ska band and the emo band. One time I wrote out the lyrics to Sunny Day Real Estate's In Circles by hand and mailed them to a girl. All of those are true except the first one. This is my perspective. Crucially, in every episode, I'll be joined by fellow writers, critics, musicians, enthusiasts, and Ringer luminaries with wildly different perspectives. Whether you're full of teenage angst, or you feel bored and old, whether you don't know the song at all or you know it far too well, we'll take you through the decade, one killer track at a time. 60 Songs That Explain the 90s is released every Thursday. Listen for free on Spotify.
Do you like to drink wine? Do you like to talk about your favorite things and rank them in categories? Then you have come to the right place. Welcome to the Sip List, a podcast where, you guessed it, we drink lots of wine and make lists of all our favorite things. My name's Amanda, and each week my guest and I will review a favorite wine we're drinking, or if they aren't cool enough to drink wine, then the lame beverage of their choice. And then we will rank our top 5 favorites of different things in different categories. You can expect to hear all kinds of things, from favorite horror movies to favorite Disney characters, favorite true crime books to favorite women in history. The episodes will be diverse, but they will always include wine, lists, and lots of laughs. You can find the Sip List on social media. On Facebook, just search the Sip List Pod. Be sure to like the page and join the private Facebook group for the most up-to-date info on everything that's happening. You can also find us on Instagram at the Sip List Pod. I'm really excited to bring you guys some fun and amazing content, and I hope you'll join me on this journey. And until next time, whenever life is tough, just keep sipping.
Welcome back once again for the final episode of the season of Cobra Kai here on the M3P podcast on my Third Place Network. Episode 10 of Cobra Kai on Netflix, titled Mercy, written by Josh Heald, Hayden Schlossberg, John Hurwitz, directed by Hayden Schlossberg and John Hurwitz, basically the creators of the show. They come back from episodes 1 and 2. They decided, like, let's end this episode, let's end the season, let's do it how we envision it. So they're like, hey, let's give the creators a chance again. And they gave us a good episode too.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
Yeah.
They did.
They did. Like, we know what you guys want. Oh yeah.
Let's do it.
Synopsis: the highly anticipated All Valley Karate Tournament brings Johnny and Daniel on opposite sides again, except this time the new generation of karate students are the combatants. Who will pay the price for ultimate victory? Cold open, the All Valley Sports Arena welcomes the 50th anniversary of the All Valley Karate Championships in a montage set to I Want It All by Queen.
Yes. Me too.
Lots of kids getting ready to fight in the tournament, snack vendors, people filling up in the seats, and the shot closes on the yellow fist on the blue mat, suggested by one of the All Valley committee members, hoping that they would get it, and they did. The Cobra Kai logo appears right next to that fist. Outside the venue, the Cobra Kai await the arrival of their sensei. Miguel intensely shadow punches, and Hawk asks him to calm down and save some for the tournament. Aisha says that Miguel been super aggro ever since the breakup. After a few minutes, Hawk asks about Sensei Lawrence, to which Aisha responds that he'll be here. Bert, the smallest member of the team, mentions having seen Johnny at the mini-mart after being denied to buy an adult magazine the night before, rambling drunkenly about Daniel and Robbie while urinating on his new car. Johnny yells, "We're all gonna die!" and then throws his bottle of beer on the ground. What the hell?
I wondered that too. I was like, why? What? Where did that come from?
It had nothing to do with the past. What happened the night before? It's so weird. Like, my son hates me. We're all gonna die. My son is in cahoots with my arch nemesis. We're all gonna die. As they prepare to enter the tournament without him, a sober Johnny arrives to impart his final lesson to the group. And here is he just arrives and tells them the inspirational fucking thing. You've all learned to strike first, to be aggressive, not be losers. I taught you to strike hard, but put every ounce of your power behind everything you do. But I haven't taught you the third rule of Cobra Kai: no mercy. The older you get, the more you're going to learn that life isn't fair. You wake up one morning feeling great, and then life throws a spinning heel kick to your balls. Takes a big steaming shit in your mouth. You get an F on a test, you get suspended, you fall in love with a girl, and some other dude comes and steals her away. Car gets set on fire. Just when you think things are good, everything falls apart. That's how it goes. Life shows no mercy, so neither do we. We do whatever it takes to keep our head above water. We do whatever it takes to keep moving forward. We do whatever it takes to win. Remember who you are. You're badass. You don't give a shit. You kick ass. You're Cobra Kai. Such inspiring words for the kids. Like, what the hell is he talking about? It's like, Miguel's relating to everything. Yeah, some guy stole my girl. Yeah. Everybody else like, dude, are you okay? Miguel pulls out his white G from his school bag, and Johnny tells him, no, they're not wearing those. I'm sorry, white gi. White gi, not a white G.
Right. Yeah.
White gi. At the LaRusso house, Daniel and Sam are on the couch on their phones, brooding over the events of the previous night. Amanda tries to rouse them up, pointing out to Sam her boyfriend turned out to be a jerk, and Daniel that his boyfriend turned out to be the son of his mortal enemy. Oh, shit.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I mean, they could have. Wow. What the hell? Who again? The creators of the show wrote this part. Probably after finding like reading the entire other script from other creators, directors, and writers. It's like let's leave that in there. Let's put that in there again. Yeah. It's like it's his boyfriend. So Amanda says she can't go to the tournament by herself. LaRusso Auto Group is one of the tournament's major sponsors and must be represented. Realizing that everyone she knows will be there and it's the 50th anniversary, Sam convinces her dad to go to the tournament. There, Daniel is met with a hero's welcome and takes a moment to admire his own 1984 championship banner before escorting his family to their front row seats. Oh, yes. Look at me. There's me up there doing the crane kick, an illegal move. Yep. That's him, all right. Doing an illegal move. Oh, God. Why not?
I thought that was cool that was up there, actually.
With the crane kick shot, yeah.
Yes.
Dad,
Yeah.
what are you doing? A crane kick, an illegal move? He won by an illegal move. Weird. As the tournament opens, Dimitri is sitting next to Moon, who's surprised this has been going for 50 years. All the participating dojos are introduced to the audience. Carmen and her mom make it to the show and sit down in the back. She tells her mom she's nervous, and mom starts laughing, telling her in Spanish that whatever happens, he's going to learn something. And plus, she smoked some of the weed before they left the house. It's like grandma's all like, oh, kick.
Grandma's badass. I love it. I love it.
Kick his ass. Yeah, there you go. Fucking having her own little thing up there. Amanda meets up with another one of the moms in the front row. She is in full makeup and supporting her son, who is last year's returning champion. But the rules have changed and has to start the tournament from the first bracket as to when the other movies they showed Johnny coming back to fight the finalist in the tournament, which was, what was his name? Forgot his name. The evil guy that almost killed him in Karate Kid 3. Hey, Cobra Kai, whatever. Cobra Kai enters in their trademark black and gold uniforms, marching in a line while chanting their dojo's name. Johnny stares down at Daniel, and Miguel is checking on Sam, who ignores him. Last to be introduced is Robbie Keane, having signed himself up for the tournament unaffiliated. I love how he goes past both of his dads. First his boyfriend and then his dad. Like, look, Mr. LaRusso, I made it. Look, Dad, I'm in this tournament. Yeah,
how did you feel when you saw him? Like, were you surprised, or did you know, like, oh, he's gonna be here?
Why? Like, I figured by episode 9 there has to be a way to like put him in the tournament, but no. So episode 10 comes up. It's like, unaffiliated, huh? That's weird. But I see what they did. It's like I figured by episode 9, it's like, hey, let me put you in the tournament. But he did it on his own. Says Daniel is part of the committee. Why wouldn't he get Robbie King in the thing?
Yeah, I now I'm thinking about that also. I mean, well, obviously because of the events of, finding out he lied to him and everything, I suppose, but
But
it was never
as
talked about before that.
it wasn't.
No, no.
Miguel started off training at the start of the season. Robbie came in midway, like not even midway, by episode 7 or 8, and started learning. And he's already thinking that he's gonna be in the, like, he's already doing this stuff. It's like,
But I
what?
think my thought is I don't think Daniel was ready for this. I don't think he wanted anything really honestly to do with it. Like that's why he didn't say, "Oh, hey, Robbie, let's train you for the." He probably has his own PTSD. Like he doesn't want to. Does that make sense? He doesn't want to have
Want to
anything to
put him
do
in
with this all.
training?
Yeah, he doesn't
Yeah.
want to go through all that again. So that's probably why he, did it. He didn't say anything.
That's correct. Next scene, first round on instruction from Johnny. Miguel scores his first point in a tournament match with a crane kick. Much to Daniel's chagrin, as he used the same kick to beat Johnny. I guess no longer an illegal move, since Daniel's in the committee. Like, that's not illegal anymore. We could use it.
So how that
Robbie
works.
wins his first match with Daniel quietly rooting him on. It's like watching football with him. Come on. Oh, okay. Aisha and Hawk also score early victories, with Hawk removing his gi and showing off his tattoo in a victory pose. Exciting moon. Like, Dimitri's all like, are you serious? That's all it takes?
That's all it takes.
Johnny, Miguel, and Hawk root for Bert, who is in the tournament as well, but has the unfortunate task of losing to what looks like one of the extreme martial arts dojo guys, who quickly takes Bert out with a Spartan kick to the chest. This poor kid. Fucking hell. You better get some redemption around there. Come on. Don't. Poor Bert. Miguel, Ravi, and Hawk all advance to the semifinals, but Aisha is defeated by the reigning All Valley champion Xander with a leg sweep. What the hell was she thinking? Stone offers to help her up, but Aisha furiously tells him to eat shit and storms off the mat. Sam goes to console her after the loss, and they ultimately reconcile, with Aisha telling her that the tournament could use another female fighter.
There it begins.
Yes, and seriously, what the hell was she thinking? Like, she was gonna beat the All Valley champion? Like, what? Like, you're new. What the hell are you talking about? Like, nah. I could do this. And then she starts like, oh shit, I can't do it. Like, leg sweep. God damn. It's like, yeah. Let's go back to the crane kick. Sam tells Daniel that she can't believe Miguel stole his move. Johnny could argue that it was an homage, while Daniel could say that it was an illegal move. Either way, they would both be petty about it. Either way, just like, Dad, that's your move. Do something.
There's that word, petty.
Petty. Where this whole show is about pettiness.
I thought this whole show was about redemption.
And pettiness.
Okay, so redemption and you want to watch a great show about pettiness and redemption? Watch Cobra.
Yes, this one guy. Yeah,
this really is one Johnny. Of my. This is really one of my favorite shows, and I feel like
you just ruined it.
I feel like I'm not saying that. Like I'm putting this poor show down. It's really good, and I love this.
No,
show.
We love this show.
Love this show.
Just
I
Johnny and Daniel.
I feel like we're being a little petty.
by pointing out the petty.
And reaching for things that aren't there. Yeah.
Anthony, of course. When Miguel beats the fighter that beat Bert, it looks like Miguel was going low and sliding on a mat trying to find an opening. I thought at first it was capoeira, a Brazilian jiu-jitsu fighting stance, but it's just him trying to find the guy's weakness, which was him being extra. Of course, the guy that Miguel was fighting was extra. That's like doing some flips, and then Miguel just like kick. Like, dude, calm down. Get down, please. Stop doing flips.
Stop being extra.
Before the semifinals get underway, Stone, played by Talon Chat, who's played 5 different stormtroopers on 5 different episodes of The Mandalorian, takes a microphone from the announcer and makes an impromptu speech about tolerance and equality before calling for a moment of silence in the arena. Okay.
More extra.
Right? Yeah. Annoyed, Johnny orders Miguel to kick that pansy bitch in the face.
Petty.
With his mother and grandmother cheering him on, Miguel defeats Stone in impressive fashion to advance to the finals. Xander Stone mom doesn't accept that. Fuck that bullshit. Xander gracefully accepts the loss by changing a handshake with Miguel and bowing to him, but the mom is still petty. I don't appreciate this. When Robbie faces off against Hog, Daniel is reluctant to support his old student, but when he notices Robbie is unfocused, he encourages him to find balance. After a brief bout of meditation, Robbie resumes the fight and quickly scores a point, which Hawk boasts will be his last. After Robbie makes fun of his haircut, Hawk attacks him from behind and injures his left shoulder, resulting in a disqualification. Johnny races to his son's side, but Robbie angrily refuses his aid before being led off the mat by the official. Johnny then scolds Hawk for the unethical act. Possibly thinking about his own dojo experiences in 1984, but Hawk argues, what was I supposed to do? Be a pussy? Johnny, this is your doing, bud. Stop being a pussy.
There it is.
There it is. I love how Robbie's not focused, but then here comes Daniel's like, hey, use the force. Robbie used the force. And then Robbie's like, okay, let me calm down, relax. Oh, yeah, everything I learned in the last 3 episodes. Let's go. The last 3 nights.
He's a fast learner. He
is a fast learner. Meanwhile, Miguel's like been doing it since day one.
So. Well, and do you know though that he is actually? I read that he took karate and something else like when he was 10 to 12 years old, and was close to getting a black belt, but then stopped doing it. The one
Tanner.
Yes, Tanner. Yep.
Tanner.
Yep.
Oh, nice.
So he had a lot of karate experience, and yeah. Prior to this.
Okay. Yeah, which makes sense when he was in that He's All That movie and he does karate in there also.
And also in Fuller House.
Which one?
In Fuller House. I mentioned that earlier in a couple other episodes, or like the beginning episode when he came in. A few episodes back we did. I mentioned that. You hadn't seen him in it.
I haven't seen him in Fuller House. I've seen him in Girl Meets World.
Yeah, but he's in Fuller House too.
Okay. I'll have to watch that episode too. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about Fuller House later. I stopped in one of the seasons. I forgot which one, but whatever. In the locker room, Daniel speaks with Robbie, who apologized for his deception and admits that he just wanted to get back at his dad. In turn, Daniel tells Robbie he understands, lets him in on the truth about Johnny, and encourages him to let go of his anger. He explains that his father is not a monster, but just a man who's battling a lot of demons. He tells him the story of how Mr. Miyagi told him there is no such thing as a bad student, but only a bad teacher, while Johnny looks at Kreese's picture. When Robbie doubts he can go on with his injury, Daniel begins rubbing his hands together as if to use Mr. Miyagi's pain suppression technique, but ends up calling for a medic instead, who pops Robbie's shoulder back into place.
I was so disappointed by that scene. I was so disappointed. I thought for sure, I was like, yes. And then I was like, wait, what?
I did the whole Leonardo DiCaprio meme pointing at the TV. He's like, hey, he's going to do this thing. What? Really? He didn't do it.
I know. Didn't do it.
Here. Going back to Johnny looking at Kreese's picture at the All Valley, didn't the committee say that Cobra Kai was banned? So they have a picture of Kreese still up there?
Yeah, I noticed that. They did have a picture of Kreese. Why would they do that? Well, no. It was banned, but none of the people on the committee thought that. Remember, they're like, wait,
we didn't know
ban somebody? How does that work? What happened? They were all clueless about it.
Ask Daniel. Oh, I banned him.
Right.
I did it by myself.
But he didn't take down that picture.
No, I guess not. Still there. Daniel just shows up out of the blue one day. It's like, oh, Kreese. Oh, crap. Okay. The suppression technique. I'm sure there are a lot of Karate Kid fans out there who, as a child or even as an adult now, but as a child, whenever they got hurt or fell off their bike or hurt their leg, they did the whole Mr. Miyagi's pain suppression. You clap your hands once and rub them to make your hands hot and put pressure on the injury. You did? I did as well. We all fucking kids just like, oh.
I sure did.
Like,
oh my god.
My leg hurts. Clap. I'm doing it right now. I was like, even as an adult now and are probably parents, they probably use that same technique on their kids, making them believe that it actually works. Like, here, kid, son, let me help you real quick. And it's like, does that, and like, Dad, what is that? It works. To me, as a kid, it actually worked. I believed it. It worked, you know?
I did too.
I believed it. It's like, oh my God, you put some... it's what the thing now is, icy hot? Is that what you call it?
Yeah, it's the friction of the hot, yep. Yeah.
But as an adult now, and living with knees that crack every time you get up, you're like trying to do that, and it's like, oh fuck, the shit is fake.
I was just gonna say, I've never tried it now as an adult. Does it not work? Maybe now I want to try it.
Like, you could try it. I'm just like feeling like, oh, this fucking thing doesn't work. Or am I not rubbing my hands too hard? What?
I think you're not doing it right.
Not rubbing my hands too fast. Oh God. Man. But
I'm not gonna say
like, let's not. This is like, it works as a kid. It's like believing in Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Hopefully no kids are listening to this episode.
I was just gonna say,
it's like
Santa Claus is real.
Claus.
Santa Claus is real. I still believe in Santa Claus. Just saying.
For the younger kids that are listening.
I still believe in Santa Claus, sir. And I'm not a kid.
Then fine. Believe it. Fine. I'm just saying. Okay. All right. I'm sorry. I apologize, ma'am. You still believe.
I still believe.
You still believe. Okay. We all believe. When we all believe, we all believe. All right. Yes. But even it's like, yeah, the icy hot clap, your hands technique. Icy hot clap.
That's what we're calling it.
We're calling it the icy hot clap. Because I'm not gonna say what do you call it? Mr. Miyagi's pain suppression technique. That's a mouthful.
Wait, is that the real name of it?
It's what they described it here. Mr. Miyagi's pain suppression technique.
No, I like the icy hot clap better.
Icy hot clap, where like you clap your hands, you make them hot, and you put them on your injured self, and then you hope that it helps. It's like the
And,
fact that
and then it
he
magically
did that.
helps. It magically
And
makes you feel so much better that you can just go back out and fight again.
win the tournament.
Yes.
Okay. Back to the episode. Daniel tells Robbie he doesn't have to fight in this condition, but Robbie wants to face his father. Back in the arena, Miguel tries to apologize to Sam for hitting her, but she rejects him and his Cobra Kai philosophy. Rather than watch the final match, she tells Amanda she wants to leave and offers her taking Uber home. Amanda says she'll go with her, and Anthony leaves with them too, saying that he's missing the best part. Danny remains at the tournament in Robbie's side. Robbie and Miguel square off in the finals with Daniel officially coaching Robbie under the Miyagi-Do banner, much to Johnny's disappointment. So if you've seen the first Karate Kid movie, you know that they mirrored the announcing. In
Yes.
Karate Kid, when you thought Johnny was about to be declared a winner, here comes Ali to whisper something in his ear, and the announcer says, Daniel LaRusso's going to fight? Daniel LaRusso's going to fight! And then here they do the same thing. Daniel LaRusso's going to coach? Daniel LaRusso's going to coach! Again, this me doing the whole Leonardo DiCaprio point meme, just like at the screen. It's like, what? They did the thing. They did two things. Fighting defensively, Robbie managed to score a point against Miguel, but Miguel answers back and earns 2 quick points by exploiting Robbie's injured shoulder. Daniel calls for a timeout to help Robbie focus, after which he scores his second point with the double-footed kick. He did it! Good job, Daniel. What? Who? Luke. Robbie Luke Skywalker's thing. Robbie offers his hand and to help Miguel up, but Miguel casually yanks on his injured arm, drawing a chorus of boos from the crowd. A second timeout is called, at which point Johnny tells Miguel that he doesn't have to fight dirty to win, but Miguel insists there's nothing dirty about winning until using Johnny's own lessons against him. Johnny's then hit with an old memory when he also got called for unsportsmanlike conduct. Sweep the leg. Get him a body bag! When the match resumes, Miguel targets Robbie's shoulder once more to win the tournament for Cobra Kai. Johnny's like realizing, oh shit, what have I done? I created monsters. I shouldn't have come back. You did. Too late, buddy. Miguel dedicates the win to his sensei, but Johnny's in no mood to celebrate as his actions made Miguel and Hawk dirty fighters. You think? He goes after Robbie to apologize, which Robbie accepts. After congratulating Johnny on his victory and telling him to get what he got what he wanted, Daniel leaves the arena with Robbie. Miguel looks for Sam in the crowd, but Dimitri tells him she left a while ago. But great job not sucking. Fucking Dimitri. Without Dimitri, it's just like a bunch of karate stuff. Dimitri's there for like
entertainment purposes.
Annoy the hell out of his friends and sarcastic. You know,
sarcastic. Like, yes, that's a good word. He's very sarcastic.
Look at you doing the karate stuff. Watch out. Can I sit here? Not with all these people sitting here. Come on. Can he get any more funnier? Back at home, Sam walks to her father's dojo and reminisces about their time together before launching into an aerial attack routine, implying that she will resume training. What the fucking hell, dude? Like, I'm sitting there like, did she just, what? What the hell is that, man?
That's Sensei Sam.
Like, I thought she was just using like 1% of her power this whole time. Like, oh, okay. Let me teach you something, Miguel. This whole time, Sam could have defended herself against Kyler.
Yes.
Even Miguel, when he accidentally punched her, she could have just like, you know what, motherfucker.
I know. She totally should have.
But she kept her cool. She figured the right time would come. Uh, had would Sam had taken out Kyler in the cafeteria had Miguel not interfered? She balled her fist. She was ready. Like, would we have seen a Hurricane Rana fucking thing? A flippy little. What was she wearing that day? Pants? Yeah, she would just been like, "All right, girl, guy, I'm gonna take you down with an arm drag and just like wrench your arm and beat up your entire squad right now if you don't fucking tell people I didn't suck your dick, motherfucker."
Why
And
didn't
he's
she?
huh?
Why didn't she do this?
Miguel interfered.
Oh, yeah. Good old
It's like,
Miguel.
it's
That's right.
okay. It's Sam. It's okay, Sam. I got you. Hey, Kyler, quit being an asshole. And Sam's all like, what? What's going on now? Oh, you got suspended over me. Yay! I didn't have to do the dirty work. So there you go.
That's
But her
that's
dad did teach
that's
her like just chill,
that's
focus,
back when
chill.
I liked Miguel. That's back when I liked Miguel.
Yeah, when we all saw that he was doing it for good, not like revenge,
Mhm.
and I want to beat up this guy because he flirted with my girl, or he doesn't know. They don't know. It's Johnny's son,
I
right?
was gonna
Not
say I
yet.
don't think any of them know it's Johnny's son yet. No.
No, they don't know yet. So that's why the whole thing is like, let me do it. Let me beat his ass. Johnny's all like, calm down. I'm not a pussy. Oh, I didn't say you were. Just calm down. I don't want to tell you he's my kid yet. Um, but Sam could have easily defended herself. Basically, she basically could have beat up Kyler. She could have slapped Yasmin and Moon, but she was like, "Nah, I'm just gonna leave this car door open so that fucking homeless Lynn can come at you." She could have beat up Miguel in front of everybody, and like even at the movies, like Kyler would have been like on the floor had she used like 100% of her move. She just used like 1% of it. It's like, you know, put his finger like down, like, eh. He's like, oh my god, you hurt me. So imagine we'll have to find out season 2. I don't want to spoil it. We'll see what happens. Um, as Daniel is driving Robbie home, Robbie contemplates his second place trophy, but Daniel assures him that fighting with honor means as much as winning, and that he is very proud of him, and encourages him to be proud of himself. Robbie laments that Cobra Kai will now take over the valley. Danny declares that he will never let that happen over his dead body. It's like Daniel's like the hero here, and like, I can take on every Cobra Kai I remember ever. Yeah, it'll never happen. Come on. Okay, Daniel, get off that, please. He takes Robbie to Mr. Miyagi's old house, which he now owns, and reveals that he plans to convert the house into the new Miyagi-Do School of Karate. Uh, what do we say during that whole place? We actually see the yellow headlight of that old beauty car,
Mm-hmm.
the car that was given to Daniel on his birthday by Mr. Miyagi.
Yes. The
Like
car
a
that
little T.
Daniel picked out. He actually, out of all those cars on that lot, he picked that one out.
Like we see a little tease. It's just like a little, like here's the headlight of it, and we know it's that car because we hear the Japanese folklore song along with that.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, you're like, oh shit, it's getting real. On the very end of the season, it's getting real. It's like, ooh, we're about to see some stuff.
About to see some stuff.
Uh, the actual house that was used in Mr. Miyagi's in the movies was demolished. They therefore to build an exact replica of the house, the car yard, and yard on a studio lot.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Also, when Daniel tells Robbie, "Welcome to Miyagi Do Karate," and the camera pans all over the yard, you see that it's a mess. I just kept thinking, "Fucking hell, more chores." We're
No,
about to
no,
see
more lessons. It's more
more,
lessons.
whatever, more lessons, more chores, like going paint the fence, sand the floor. We're doing this again.
Yes,
Rake the leaves,
break the leaves.
mow, mow the yard. What was
Oh
it?
yeah, we've
Mow.
got mow the yard, and don't forget about that stapler too. You know that's a big move.
What are we? The stapler? Is it
Yeah,
still? Yeah, like
I have no idea.
palm the stapler. Palm the stapler. Show me palm the stapler. Palm your face.
But
Okay.
back to where they, like you had said, well, I don't know. I got like chills when he brought him there, and just thinking back to like Karate Kid 1 and 2, even 2, because that's where, yeah,
And
where-
3.
uh,
All 3
yeah,
movies.
I suppose 3, yeah. Um, I forget we have to include that one. 2, like, or is it? Yeah, it was where he started. Well, I guess it was 1, wasn't it? Where he was working on that Mr. Miyagi's place.
Yeah.
Was it 1? And then like the beginning of 2. The beginning.
Around 2. Yeah.
Yeah, because remember he was hammering nails.
Yes. Hammer the
Yeah,
nail.
hammer the nail. That was another one. Yes.
Fucking hell. It's because of hammer the nails that I use that same technique. 1, 2, and then a big 3 in there. And sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't work.
That's
And I
how
leave a hole in the wall. And
I was going
yeah.
to say that. Is that what you do? Is that how you hammer nails now?
I used to. Not anymore. It's like shit is fake, just like the technique. Just like the
You
icy
just
hot.
got to believe.
Just believe in the icy
How-
hot
uh,
rub.
the icy hot and the nails. Just believe in it. It's
All
just got to
right.
have that belief.
I believe if you believe. All right, we'll believe that. um, Back at Cobra Kai, quite the contrary to what Robbie and Daniel believe. Johnny is feeling anything but a winner at the moment. He celebrates a hollow victory alone in his office in dismay, knowing he has misled his students and driven his son further away. He hears someone enter the dojo, expecting to see the Miguel. There's a shadow by the entrance, and he says, "Congratulations. You did what I always thought you could do. You won. Cobra Kai is back where it belongs. Back on top. Everyone closed the book on us. They thought we were done, but now they see that the real story has only just begun." He walks forward, revealing himself. Johnny is stunned to find his old sensei, John Kreese, who takes another puff of cigar and smirks. The show ends right there. Freaking season is over with. It's done. We're done. Favorite scene, that one right there.
Yep. I have to agree with you. Actually, I was thinking about it. I was thinking about it presently while you were talking, and I was like, what is my favorite scene? And then I was like, yep, it's that one. It's that one
That one, of course.
right there.
Of course, favorite scene. So here's what I thought. Here was my theory, and I think I said it on. I remember saying this on Twitter, or I remember saying this on the socials, on the message boards, because he said throughout the entire season, Kreese is dead. Kreese is dead.
Mm-hmm.
And you heard like rumblings of Kreese. Even here he saw a picture of Kreese, and like, oh yeah, Kreese is dead. So my theory was that what I thought was that Kreese was coming back as a ghost, and like it's all in Johnny's head, like because I'm thinking like there's no way this guy is back. What? And again, I did the whole Leonardo DiCaprio pointing at the TV screen meme, and it's like, oh my god, it's him. I was like, oh shit, and then I'm just like, but and that's what I thought, because they kept saying like he's dead and all this shit. It's like, all right, so he's dead, so now we're gonna see him as a ghost. He's gonna haunt him. He's already like fucked up because he was drinking, right?
Yeah. Did
So
you really
now
think so you really thought he was a ghost?
I really
Like
thought they were gonna show him
like
as
it
a
wasn't
ghost. We're not.
real. Okay.
It can't be real. Come on, there's no way he would bring him back after all the shit he did at the beginning of um Karate Kid 2. Come on, what? How are you gonna let this man back? And he did, and I'm just like, oh, there's no way. This has to be a ghost, and they're gonna like mess up even more. He has, you know, his uh demons to fight, and Kreese is one of his demons. So they're gonna like probably do this to him in the second season. But no, once you saw pictures of John Kreese interacting with the cast, I was like, oh man, damn it, okay. Like, all
I take
right.
it so you're not a Crease fan.
Nah, well, nah,
Okay, good. If you would have said yes, no.
no, not really. Like this whole thing is about redemption. Why are you gonna bring John Kreese in?
He is horrible, horrible, horrible.
Like the devil on his shoulder type of thing. Horrible.
Mm.
Like, and then we have John Kreese interacting. We don't know. I didn't know if they were going to do a season 2 yet until like probably months later when after this whole episode came out. John Kreese is out, and everybody's all like fucking losing their shit. And it's like, yes, we want a season 2. Let's do a season 2, and they did, and they announced season 2, and for next year. And even then, it's like I did the same thing, working at the casino, doing another email address for this, and getting those 7 free days for free, and then watching this episode just for season 2. So yeah, those were fun. What did you think of the episode? You, of course, you fucking did the season finale hold up to the entire show?
Yeah, I think it did. I think it did because I was like, oh my god, when Robbie came, and I wasn't really expecting that. So I love that they brought him in like unaffiliated, and yeah, to me it wouldn't have been a good season finale if Robbie wasn't there, bringing him in to fight as well.
Right.
I also like the fact that Sam and Aisha talked. I like that, and I love how they brought Sam at the end of that as well. Like I like how they did it. I feel like it was all leading up to it's going to be a good, make you want to see season 2. Basically, all the cliffhangers that were there.
Yeah. Revealing that Sam was actually a black belt in karate.
Yes.
This whole time. Instead of just like, oh, I thought she was a starter, or like she balled up her fist. Like her dad's a karate instructor. Of course, he's gonna like teach her. And you saw the picture of her as young Sam with her dad, and this whole thing is like she's not gonna forget her karate. And then, like, he can beat up to Anthony.
I love that. Yeah, she was nothing, like she wasn't about through this whole season. Like she wasn't about the karate, and I waited. Like I was in. It was like that anticipation for me because I really like Sam. I liked her throughout the whole season. Actually, I really liked her a lot. Even if she had red flags, I still liked her. And I was waiting. I was waiting for something exciting with her character to happen. So.
And she didn't tell Aisha anything either. Aisha's all like, it'd be fun if we had another like person running us. Or maybe Aisha knew, and that's why she like put in her head, you should join Cobra Kai, and because like I know how good you are,
Maybe.
and we're just like, oh, Sam with Cobra Kai, ha ha ha. And then she actually fucking did an aerial move, and it's like, what the hell? And this whole season, she's just like a shy girl.
That's what
Like,
I'm
hey,
saying. Where's she
hi,
been? That's the
look at
whole
me.
season. I'm like, what's going on? And then at the very end, I'm like, yes, this is what I've been waiting for.
Um, this whole episode just felt like Leonardo DiCaprio pointing at the TV screen. This whole thing, they did the things, they did the icy hot rub, they did the crease, they did the
Crane kick.
crane kick, exactly the crane kick. They just about did it. This whole
Mm-hmm.
episode was a 10. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
really. It's fucking 100. It's a 10. They did everything. They just like told us like you need to watch episode 10. Like, all right,
Mm-hmm.
here we are, and they delivered, and I
They
loved
did. They definitely delivered.
it. So let's go back to the questions. Yeah, let's just do the questions.
The two questions.
If you were dating someone that your parents would not approve of, Sam keeping Miguel out of the loop from Daniel because he's from Cobra Kai, would you tell your parents or continue to keep them a secret? That's one of them. The other one is, what is the pettiest thing you have ever done as payback, revenge, or just because? To a bully,
Are you
basically.
asking me?
Like, hey, if you ever bullied someone, if you ever been bullied by someone, what is the pettiest thing you ever done back? Yeah, I'm asking you.
Okay, I'm skipping the petty. I'm not going there. Sorry, but I will answer the other one because personal experience. I actually did hide it. I was 13, and my oldest son's dad was 16 at the time, and I completely made up a fake name. So instead of his name, I renamed him. So when he called, this is a true story, when he would call and my dad would answer, he was not, I won't say his real name, he was a different name the whole time. So yeah, my parents didn't know. I didn't want my parents knowing that I was dating him. And the ironic thing is my dad worked with his mom and they were good friends. And yeah, and like I said, I was 13 and he was 16. So yeah, he was a different named boy for a while until they found out. So I hid it. I was sly, and what do you want to call that? Sneaky.
Did he ever know?
My parents found out, or him? Well, he was a different name.
Did he ever know about his different name?
Yeah, I can't think of what I named him. I totally forgot. But he was a different name. I'm like, okay, when you call me,
you call me, your name is this.
Yes. I'm like, you're not, you're this. I want to say I named him Corey. For some reason, that's in my head. I think it was Corey. Yeah. Yeah. I know. I swear to God, true story. And he ended up being the father of my oldest son. Yeah. So. Yeah.
Damn it, Corey.
Something you know. I swear. I think I'm pretty sure it was Corey. Yeah.
Oh my God.
That was his name. His name was Corey.
Wow.
Yeah. Because I'm like, otherwise my dad's going to kill you. Like, no. I won't ever be able to see you or talk to you again. So you're my friend Corey.
Did he have to disguise his voice also, or just because?
The funny thing, I don't know how my dad or my mom never caught on. I don't know how my dad didn't catch on, but no, he didn't. I didn't think he really disguised his voice too much. I don't know how long we got along. I don't know how long we got away with it. I can't remember. I know it wasn't that long, but it was long enough. So yeah, I just never forget that.
Okay, so mine was like me calling the girl up, but I wouldn't call the girl up. I would have my sister call the girl up. Like, hi, is so and so there? Can you tell her it's this person? Like, okay, then get on the phone. Hello, hey, what's up? My brother wants to talk to you. Like, hey, it's me. What's going on? I just didn't want to like. Yeah, you're fine. We can talk freely. Okay, hi. Cool. What's up? Like, who are you talking to? Like,
Great.
my best friend. Like, oh, all right. Like this. Like, my sister wasn't around. Like, if she would get annoyed too, it's like, what? Can you just like not do this? Like, can I use you? I just need you to like, I just need you to answer, just like ask for her. That's all. Every chance I get, or she would call me, but when I call her, like,
So why? Because she wasn't allowed to have boys call her?
nope. Brothers, fucking wanted to beat my ass at the movies, everything. I'm like, what? I just met you, sir. Okay. She would calm them down, like, and then finally we finally met. I finally met the parent and the brother, and he's all like, "So you're the guy that's on the phone?" Like, what? Like, no, 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 it's you. You have your sister call, right? Like, what? How do you know this? Like, I've done that move. Like, fucking hell. You did. Yep. And it's like the brother knew basically, but the dad never knew. And even then, the mom would be like fucking strict about it too. And I'm just like, you know what? I'm tired of just hiding this stuff. I'm just not gonna fucking talk to any of them anymore. Just like if you're ashamed to be heard talking to me, then, or if you're not allowed to, then I don't want nothing to do with you. But if you're okay, if your parents are okay with, as age got older, it's like, yeah, we were okay. But it's like 16, 15 years old. It's like, what are you doing? No, you can't talk to boys. All right. Why did I ask for your phone number then? So stupid. That's gonna do it for this season. You ready to go? You ready to end this? We've been here for like 3 hours. Are you ready? That is weird. So no, okay. So here's the questions are: if you were dating someone that your parents would not approve of, would you keep it a secret or continue dating them? And what is the pettiest thing you've ever done? Leave us a message, email us, m3pnetwork@gmail.com. It's in the show notes. It's on the email saying, message us, let us know. What do you think of this episode? What do you think of the 3 episodes that you just heard on this podcast? If you're watching along, what do you think of the entire season? Right? Any more questions we need?
No, I want to hear what people think though. I do want to hear what people think. Is this your first time watching? Are you rewatching with us? I want to hear those. Definitely email him because I want to know these answers. I want to know things.
Yeah, well, this is great. We done an entire season on this. Even though we did like a weird selection of numbers and all that stuff, we still got it done. So that's going to do it for this season. We will be back next week with another episode breakdown of season 2 of Cobra Kai on Netflix. We promise where it's going to be different now. Episodes 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6. We're going to break them down like that from now on. Okay, so it's like hopefully it gets better from there on out. And we're gonna try to do it before the new season starts. And if the new season starts and we're still doing it, all right, well, there we go.
We got this.
So
We'll do it before the new season. We got this.
So join us next week when we do a scene-by-scene breakdown of episodes of Cobra Kai. But if you feel you want to do a little bit more, follow and support us on Instagram, the Threads, YouTube, M3P Network on the Twitter. Follow and join the lives on TikTok at Evolution of a Geek. by subscribing or join us. Show up to the live streams and hang out with the rest of the M3P community, and I will shout you out at the end of every episode, like Menace Smiling, Little Linguini, Brandy, who has graced us with her presence on these episodes lately. Love that you're here. We're going to do more of them. This is your show also, ma'am. Appreciate you being here as well.
Thank you.
No problem. Lindsay 420, Moss Queen, Moonlight Dancer, Alexandria, Queen of Cats 90, Squirrely Bree. Check out her podcast, part of the M3P network, My Third Place, as well as Alexandria. Check them out. Kimmy, Feeling Free, LB, JJ the Jet Pain, Tender Surrender, Forever Jane, Bunny Rabbit, Tanya Rose 78, Grunge Witch, Georgia Elizabeth, Purple Moose Crafting Moose, Prince in the Air, Nerd in Texas Podcast, Little Creative Tina, Strawberry Milk, Yoon and Egon, Mr. Misery, JC, Leanna, Sandra J. Thank you for supporting, listening to the podcast, joining the TikTok Live, and being a huge part of My Third Place community. Tell your friends. All right, guys. Join us next time for more behind-the-scenes stories, movies, and TV show reviews. I'm Evo.
I'm Brandy.
And remember,
Strike first.
Strike hard.
No mercy.
You hear what I did there? I did the clap thing.
The icy
We're just gonna
hot
end it
clap.
right here. The icy hot clap is right here. All right. Good night.